very loud.
Oh my god.
Put it in your headphones, you fucking monster.
It's super loud.
My volume is at like 9 on my TV right now.
Volume in my ears is like 1200.
God damn.
So hi, Internet.
Hi.
Welcome to social distancing, the stream.
Yeah, welcome to social distancing top tabling, or tabletopping, or whatever the fuck we are. My brain don't work right now.
Top tabling.
There we go.
My brain don't work.
Distance tabling?
Distance tabling.
Or top socialing?
Top distance.
Hmm.
Sure. So, I don't know if you guys can see the stream now. We have our basic layout here. This is how we're going to be playing now. Oh, look, Michael readjusted himself in the seat. Let me put him
What do you mean I readjusted? I'm trying to make a character sheet and focus on here at the same time because someone didn't send it to me until 10 minutes ago.
Oof.
You know, you're going to get real sassy, and I'm just going to mute you.
Called out.
I'm gonna go now.
So, yeah, Justin's throwing S in the chat already.
I got it. You got it, baby.
Oh,
it's nice.
If this ad ever ends, I'll be able to take a look at it.
Oh, and it's reflected properly.
yeah, I tried to make sure it built across the table, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe one more thing I gotta do.
I've got to purchase the Oathbreaker Paladin.
Nerd. That's $2 you're never gonna get back.
It's too bad Justin doesn't already own it.
I don't own that one because I don't need an Oathbreaker.
How do I purchase things? I don't understand.
Actually, I might have it. Hold on.
No, you don't, because I would have it already. I'm with you. We're together.
Are we, Michael? We're together now.
Would you say we're all in this together?
Shut up, Jackson.
Yes, together.
You knew what you were doing.
No, I have Oathbreaker.
Hand in hand. Why am I not? Why is it not showing for me then?
I don't know. Sucks to suck, I guess. Did you actually join the top tabling campaign, or you're just building a character?
I'm just building a character.
That's why you have to join the campaign. Hold on. Cretins, all of you.
I've been using the same character sheet for like a year and a half.
You're right.
I'm still
Cretins,
concerned
all
why.
of you except Jackson.
I'm still
So
concerned why
am I.
he looks like a predator.
Try and catch me.
Sure. I mean, Chris Hansen's going on the internet now, so.
Why don't you have a seat right here?
You have a seat. His show is called Have a Seat with Chris Hansen.
Hmm.
And it's fascinating. He actually, okay, I don't want to bring people over to not our stream.
So I'm part of a movement to reclaim the mustache from those people.
Michael, I put the campaign link into the Discord chat.
I don't know what you mean by those people.
We're taking it back.
Taking what back?
The stash.
From?
Which direction of those people do you mean?
The have a seat people.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Chris Hansen?
Alright,
Chris Hansen doesn't have a mustache.
Michael, you want to recap real quick while I start getting into this, and then discuss amongst yourselves some things?
I'm
Yeah, go ahead, Michael.
as I'm trying to make my character.
Fine,
Yeah.
somebody else
Someone
do
else
it.
do it this
I'll be
time.
right back.
Alright, so yeah, we
I'll be right back.
made a
Okay.
behemoth. We made a deal with a behemoth because we thought that it would be a smart idea and it would help us to be successful.
We
It
did
didn't
not
help us
know
to
it was
be
a behemoth.
successful. Right, we didn't know that, and now we fucked. At the end, that's it. That's where we're at. We
Now,
fucked.
I mean, in hindsight, was it the smartest idea to try and make a deal with somebody who did tell us he was in jail for 1,000,000 years?
Nah.
I mean, in hindsight, that probably should have provoked us to think that he's probably not a good person.
Yeah, but are the tournament people very good?
Not essentially, no.
Everyone we're around is terrible, so
2 negatives equals a positive. That's math.
you're right. Got math.
You write dat math, though.
It's fair.
Yeah?
What did I? What feats did I take? Oh, there's one. We learn.
Took all of them.
We learning.
So, what's the where are we coming into?
We are coming into. We're about to make. We're probably a little ways from the top. Like we're nearing the top. And
Okay.
as we're nearing the top, we have to make our decision, like what we're going to do. Part of us has thought that maybe we should. Oh, he's reading our minds, by the way. He can read all our
Yeah.
minds. So
Oh yeah, that's a big thing. Except for mine and Solo Man.
right.
Okay, great.
Close this restriction.
So we literally are just
Yes.
fucked. That's fucked.
It's working for audio. What do you need, Rebecca? What do you need clothes-wise?
You know, like when your grandparents get like email for the first time, and then they write things like a letter instead of like an email. It's kind of like that.
Fax email.
Hello, this is my first email. Please never let me do this again.
We've been keeping like an old time diary, Justin. Day 2 of the quarantine. We find ourselves short on toilet paper.
Why do I sound like a Civil War general?
That's the only way to do it as a
I hope
diary.
you're
I mean,
doing
come
well,
on.
Arian.
That's the only way to do it.
Why is Natalie Portman trending?
What?
She should be. She should always be trending.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with Natalie Portman trending.
She probably said something dumb, didn't she?
No, it just looks like I don't know.
Not as dumb as Trapped, who haven't been relevant in 18 years.
How dare you?
No.
You just put on your headphones, though.
Maybe they should have done push the talk.
Maybe.
No, those aren't my headphones. I'm not using.
Okay, what headphones are you using then?
Those aren't my headphones. I'm not.
really bad.
I gotta go. I gotta go, guys.
headphone in.
No, they're not my headphones. The rubbery things on them.
Only
Don't
here.
I don't have headphones. I have
Streaming
wireless
is going
headphones.
good.
Only at top tabling do you get quality
I
content.
can't hear you complaining at me if that's you complaining at me, Justin.
We're also a soap opera, in case you didn't know.
Yeah, it's
I
very.
don't have my headphones.
Better get her headphones.
Did she get her headphones? Did she get them? I don't know.
She's looking for them. Yeah, but I don't know how to.
It's not gonna work.
What are we gonna do?
Apple. And
Cut the stream.
How bad's the echo, everybody?
It's not bad. It's just we're hearing the entire conversation about the headphones live.
oh well.
Live.
Camera.
Did you get your headphones?
Technically, yes. I have my headphones.
Okay, great.
I don't know how to link them up to the computer.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Have you seen the delay in her video and her talking?
Yes, I am. That's not good. Are we coming in delayed for you, Becca?
What?
Are we coming in delayed for you because you're a few seconds behind us as far as the video goes?
I don't think so.
The audio's not delayed, but
I don't know why the video is delayed. That's just
My
was
video delayed?
It wasn't delayed
Yeah.
earlier, right?
No.
Oh darn, this was fun.
1 second.
Wait later.
I'm gonna miss time.
I might as well go back to recapping. Might as well go back to recapping.
Recap, I guess.
I did. Okay, so in the recap, Shane and Becca got into a really big fight over headphones. They couldn't
was
decide
not
who's supposed to have which ones and where Becca's were. And, well, Becca didn't like the rubber bits on that one.
No.
and I think that
These, I don't know whose they are, but they don't have rubber bits.
they don't have rubber bits, so she didn't like them. So
They hurt my ear. And they're strangers. I'm gonna get strangers doing my ear.
Well, the video's good now. It's
I'm gonna
matching
get
up
the
with our audio.
Rona. You two are not practicing social distancing.
We're married.
Oh no!
There you go.
Somebody screenshot that.
Miss me with that straight shit, am I right?
Here's where our stream gets shut down. Ugh.
I fixed that.
Gross.
I've never seen somebody so upset for getting kissed on the cheek by me.
I can't
There's
hear
so
you.
much regret on her face immediately.
Yeah, I know. She was like openly disappointed. Alright, is everything working now?
No, Michael's not here.
Hey,
Where did
who's
Michael
above me?
go?
Michael's here.
Who's
I'm
above
not
me in the layout?
here.
It depends on which direction. Technically Jackson in that general area. He's a little bit more to your right though. A little bit more right there. And Justin can reach out and touch Becca and
Becca's-
Anthony.
I can.
Wait,
hi, Becca.
what?
I'm scratching your head.
I don't understand because this is Jackson and then that's just.
Yeah, they're talking
Not
about
on
the
the
layout
stream,
for
not on the stream,
whatchamacallit.
I'm
On
not
the
looking at the same screen as
Okey-dokey.
everybody else. I don't know what to do.
You're looking at the same things as everybody
You're
else.
looking at the right one. This is the one you should be looking at. But on the stream, I also have that open because I got 2 monitors.
That's what it looks like, Rebecca. I just sent it in the group chat.
This is fun.
I don't like it.
Because
I
I
don't
have the
like
stream
it.
on my desktop, and on my laptop I have the layout of 3 up top, 3 bottom on the.
I'm enjoying it.
It'll be nicer once I have a character sheet that was all done.
Oh my god, stop bitching.
Luscious.
Hey, you probably should have did that before, Michael. I mean, come on.
No, I'm the worst D&D player ever.
As long as you're willing to admit it.
I'll drink to that.
Alright,
There's worse.
so Michael, you've recapped it for everybody?
I did.
What's the behemoth's name?
Loth.
Sounds familiar.
It's not the same person, it's just a name.
I know. I played Loth.
What's in a
Oh.
name?
So, who's breathing in their microphone like a goddamn Neanderthal? Holy crap.
All I hear is you breathing.
Let me move that away then. I can see my levels, thank you. I was not breathing that heavy.
I got pushed to talk, so not me. I'm
Here.
Alright, let's get this started.
on the push to talk gang.
So,
I have stone skin.
I don't know. Poor choices. Alright, so, long story short, recapping it, Becca, because you were still putting babies to sleep. You guys are towards the tail end of the Trial of Stamina. You're about 12 to 14 hours in. You're heading towards the upper levels of the mountain now after making an temporary partnership with a behemoth named Loth, a creature from before the gods that fought against the gods in the name of Lucifer. As you guys are attempting to climb the mountains, you've learned that Loth is not exactly the most nicest guy in the world.
Are you sure?
But he follows
So-
Lucifer. He sounds like an upstanding gentleman.
He's also the one person ever that didn't want to read my mind.
Yeah, he didn't want to touch that bag of worms. So, with that said, you guys all roleplay.
So where are all these people he wants us to fight?
He didn't make us fight anyone, did he?
No, he started to summon the things for you to fight and then
And then called it off.
called it off because you guys all got scared.
Hmm.
Yeah,
That's
the
fair.
chicken.
Okay,
I
so
rolled initiative. I was ready to fight.
do we know how much time is left? Is there any way for us to know that?
You can roll an intelligence check. You in a cave.
Hmm.
The fingers haven't failed me yet, so we're like maybe like
20. Soft 20.
3 fingers.
I got an 18.
Saw 20, Anthony, you kind of have a feel for the day-night cycles. A little bit better than some. You're looking at probably, like I said, 12 to 14 hours into the competition. So you're about halfway through.
Okay.
Yo, we probably got 14 hours or so.
So we're really not making bad time here.
I guess.
Yeah, but what if like, 98 other people like cross the threshold and then this collapses on us?
Well, I just watched Loth kill 30 or so.
I must have missed that.
No, yeah, you were looking for something.
You were tying your shoe.
Yeah.
I look down and I don't have shoes. Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure he ate them or something like that.
Someone ate my shoes?
What?
Huh?
He ate the people he demolished and
Oh.
annihilated, if you will.
Okay, so... I mean, there's still like thousands of people.
True.
So I probably won't feel comfortable with the time we're making until we actually get there. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So... which way are we going?
I'm gonna look at Loth.
You guys are currently in a large kind of corridor area with multiple paths that divert off of it, if you remember correctly. You just got done killing some people here.
Any ideas, sir?
We head up, correct?
That's the idea.
Then we continue in the northern or the upward pathways as he starts walking ahead.
Well,
Sounds good, Lothman.
which ones go up?
You shouldn't ask him questions.
It's a recurring trend. What's wrong with your cup?
You talking about? We asked him all kinds of shit last session.
Do I know that he can read my mind?
You know that he read Torok and Blythe's mind.
Okay. So I'm gonna try to concentrate on something else besides my own thoughts.
Fair.
Quid pro quo.
So.
Yes, squid pro quo.
Yes, going to continue following behind him.
I'm assuming he knows which way to go. Do we have any way to determine which paths go up?
You can nature check it and see if you can kind of get a feel for what's going on. You can perception or investigation.
And
My
would
nature
it be
check's pretty high.
would it be wise of us to go a different path than him? I feel like we kind of need to keep tabs on him now.
That's a decision for you all to discuss and make.
Got a lot of nature. Want me to check it?
Yeah, that's fine. Why don't we hang back, see if we can find a different path than he's going? Because I'm going to now say this to the rest of the group. The idea here is to obviously make it to the next
23.
trial. So he also would presumably be there. We'll meet up with him again.
23.
On a nature check?
Yeah.
Kind of getting a feel for the way the mountain's been carved into and the pathways and the caverns and stuff like that. This almost instinctual thought kind of takes over you as you sit there for a minute and find that the path Loth is currently on probably heads the most northern or most up the mountain. As this kind of soft breeze comes rolling through there.
You fucking bastard.
What?
Seems like the right path. Let's
So-
skedaddle.
Let's follow, I guess.
Alright. So how close are you guys following behind him? He's in little mode right now.
Little Modus.
Little mode, so normally he's like 80 to 90 feet tall.
Okay.
Little mode, he's the size of a kobold.
Okay.
He's just jacked.
Hell yeah.
Within eyesight, out of earshot.
Whatever that is.
Okay, so he's walking on ahead as you guys are following behind.
So I have a question.
Mhm.
So Amma isn't out right now?
She would be,
Okay.
if she
so
chose
she's-
to be.
Okay. So she's choosing to still walk with me.
No, she's currently... She could be if she wanted to be, but right now she's hidden away. She's not still in dormant. She's not dormant.
She's not dormant, she's just not out.
Freya, what are you doing behind me? She just licked my butt. No means no, Freya. No means no.
Yeah, it looks like you need to have a seat.
Can I like try to whisper to the sword and be like, "Hey, what? You're usually like right next to me. What's going on? Are you like mad at me or something?"
You hear this very soft kind of whisper in your head. Shh, don't talk to me.
Got it.
Oh, okay then.
presumably we all saw that.
You would only hear the Catcher side of things.
Oh, okay. Catcher, what's going on with your little friend there?
I don't have a little friend. Orion is safely in his casket thing. When he respawns, it'll be great.
Yeah, but weren't you just talking to?
Yeah, no, I was talking to Orion.
Yeah. And it didn't seem like a fun conversation, is all.
It was a very fun conversation of, fire and... And I'm gonna just look at him and then just start walking.
Freya, stop licking my butt. It's not okay. Go away.
I have to ask a very serious question. Did you sit in something?
I don't think so.
Did you wipe correctly?
I was gonna ask
I
that
took a
next.
shower recently.
Fine, recently.
Like 4 or 5 hours ago?
That's plenty of time to take a shit.
In nature, we call that presenting.
Alright.
No, that's why he took the shower, Jackson.
That is indeed why I took the shower. Freya, that is a dice you're about to eat. Get out of here. Go! She's gonna eat one of your dice. I don't know whose it is. It's on the floor, but she's gonna eat
Probably
it.
Jackson's.
Probably.
Better not be mine.
It's a red one.
Probably.
Jackson's.
Why don't you just kick her out of the room?
She keeps on coming back.
Is that a
Door.
is that a D20?
It is indeed.
Yeah.
It's hot in here, Anthony. I don't know if you know that or not, but that door closed.
Oh, yeah?
Mhm.
I had no idea.
It's
So-
not hot at all.
So you guys have stayed back, giving a little bit of social distance, at least 6 feet, to the behemoth.
I'm not drinking of that.
I feel like we should, though. I feel like we should.
Drink to social distancing?
Yeah.
Drink to anything COVID related?
That was topical as fuck, and I appreciate it.
I got you. I'm not usually.
Shane's gonna drink with us?
I'm not usually the best at it. I'm on cup of coffee number 2. Thank you.
Coffee cheers.
I don't know if Becca's going for a White Claw or if she just walked away because she's done with all of us.
Hey, Shane.
Yeah.
I don't have any of my magic items.
Interesting. That's
They're
gonna
all
make-
mine now. I adopted them.
That's gonna make this next situation a little awkward when we get there.
All right.
Okay.
I can't get over that Freya has blocked up that pathway.
I don't remember what I have.
Your hammer?
I got that.
Do you have a player's handbook, Michael?
No.
You don't have
It's
your
all
own player's
there. No, I left it at school and I've been locked out of my classroom.
I was gonna say, you can have whatever you want in there.
That's the Dungeon Masters Guild. So you just pick and choose what you want, Rebecca.
Whatever.
I don't remember what I had. I got a new item last week.
You did. You all did. We didn't have your roll for you, Justin.
Oh, I get to roll for it.
You weren't here, you don't get prizes.
But technically, whatchamacallit was there.
I would like to say, if the roles were reversed, we'd be getting presents. If not 2.
I can't hear you over the mom finger.
Over the what? The mom
Your
finger?
mom finger.
Alright.
I don't want to go there, Mrs. Torrance. Yeah, so I'm just gonna concentrate and just try to keep my coolio.
Alright. So you guys are just walking behind the wall. Heading up the cavern as the pathway begins to narrow once again. It slowly becomes this pathway no wider than 3 or 4 feet. You guys are going to have to go single file at this point.
Excuse me?
Well, except for Blythe. Are you in little mode Blythe or big mode Blythe?
Mini mode.
What? Mini mode? Okay.
Mini mode. Mini
So
bike.
who are you hanging out with, Blythe?
I don't know.
You gotta pick.
I don't know.
Or you typically ride on somebody's shoulders, between Ketra and Torok usually. You lived in Ted for a hot minute, but apparently that relationship got awkward when you watched the squirrel get burned to death. Apparently the cremation of a roommate kind of makes things awkward.
That's fair.
I feel like with this webcam it doesn't do me justice with how much I talk with my hands, because I gotta talk up here.
Maybe don't do that.
Or just move the camera down.
I'll put her on my shoulder. There we go. Question answered.
I feel like that's awkward.
I think there's a middle ground there you can have, though.
It's crotch cam or nothing. It's one or the other. So.
Nobody wants to see that.
No.
Cool. I'm gonna walk. I guess since Torok has Blythe, I'll walk behind Loth.
All right. So you're taking point of your group.
Yeah, I'll take point.
All right. Who's behind Ketra?
Me and Blythe.
Okay. Then Solomon or Ted, who's taking up the rear?
I will.
He will.
I will
Alright.
take it up the rear.
Whatever you gotta do, buddy. Alright, so Solomon's taking it up the rear.
Don't say it like that.
He said it like that. Don't put it on me. I didn't do it. So, heading down the cavern further, Loth kind of comes to a slow stop and turns back facing you, Ketra. He looks at you, and I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, while I'm doing it, I'm just gonna be saying fire, 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 fire in my head over and over.
He can read past those surface thoughts.
Well, I don't know that. Natural 19.
Actually, 18 plus 7.
Hold. Yeah, plus 7.
Yeah.
26.
26. You kind of feel this scratching on the surface of your thoughts.
You got the extra bonus, right?
Yeah, that was with the extra bonus plus 7.
Okay.
Oh, and I didn't add my extra wisdom to it. My regular wisdom.
Oh, so plus 2?
That's plus 9. My
Okay.
wisdom save is a plus 9.
So you feel like this scratching, almost like somebody's just almost itching the back of your head, ever so slightly. And what form do you have Alma in? Is she the small sword or is she the big sword on your back right now?
She's the big sword.
She's the big sword? You kind of feel this, like this little bit of sparking. And Ted, as you're or Torok and Blythe, as you're walking behind Ketra, you see Alma kind of starting to spark, a little bit of fire kind of leak off of her a little bit to the floor.
I'm gonna eye down Loth and I'm gonna go. There an issue? Where are we at? The pass?
No, just interesting seeing something almost as old as I am. No matter, as he turns and continues walking.
Oh. So
Gonna keep-
did he know that?
Gonna turn around. I don't know. I don't know.
How did he know? Okay.
So I'm gonna try to recollect myself and continue to walk behind Loth.
Okay. So, the pathway continues to get smaller and smaller, narrower and narrower. At this point, eventually the path drops down to only about 4 feet in height.
I'm not gonna fit through that.
As you look behind you and see Torok standing at a whopping, 9 feet tall?
Yeah.
3 of us are not gonna fit through that. Well, if Ted turns into a snake. So are we expected to crouch or crawl?
Maybe we should just stay here and you could go on ahead, Loth, and then we'll catch up to you in a bit.
Where?
I don't know.
Would it be wise for me to go alone? What if others
No.
recruit me to their team? Wouldn't you be
No.
concerned to face me as an enemy?
Yes.
Yes.
I guess I'm crawling.
If you'd like, Blythe can accompany me.
That's a Blythe question.
I think Blake is going to stay here.
Oh, no matter. I will go on alone then.
No, wait,
Why
hold.
wouldn't we just
Whoa,
go
whoa, whoa,
together?
whoa.
Hold.
Here. Hold on now.
As he
If we
starts
don't
to.
get through this, why wouldn't we just go through another hole?
This seems to be the most direct route.
Okay, is it impossible for some of these other people to get through? Or is it just gonna be snug for a hot minute?
I mean, the tunnel right now is 4 feet in height that you see him approaching.
Okay.
Torok's 9 feet tall. It's
Yeah,
gonna be real snug for Torok, and if it gets any narrower, I don't know how much he's gonna progress.
How
Just put him in a bag of holding.
how frowned upon is reshaping the mountain here. I would assume.
Time-wise, that probably wouldn't work.
Well, if we're talking
Unless
about,
you're gonna blow it up.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just like blasting bits away. I mean, they're gonna implode the entire mountain at the end of this anyway.
So we started blasting.
I like the fact that Anthony's pushed to talk, so he had to actually put some effort into making sure that got heard.
It's either that or we crawl.
I think we have to crawl.
I think we should stay together.
Yes.
I agree that would be the best option. I just don't want to also get stuck either.
I mean, I can reduce somebody in size if it becomes necessary.
Doesn't that only last for a minute, though?
Maybe.
Oh, is it like continuously small?
Like instead of enlarging someone, you reduce them.
I'm the Googling.
I'm gonna say an hour.
You might be right. Remember, I'm really bad with spells. Nope, 1 minute.
And Becca's perfect with spells.
It just means he better run quick.
An hour at last.
It's a minute.
1 hour.
So an hour it is.
So,
Let's go.
crawling? Is that what we're doing?
Crawling.
Yeah, here we go.
Loth looks and he starts walking through the tunnel.
Crouch.
So, you're crouching. Turok, you go on all fours.
Yes.
Blythe,
I do my best.
are you still going to just sit on Turok's shoulder while he's belly crawling basically through this?
Is his back touching the roof?
No. If he's on his belly, he's good. You gonna ride him like an elephant?
I was thinking more of a horse.
The size difference isn't the same as you to horse. It's definitely more elephant. He's huge.
Okay.
Ted, Solomon?
I'm gonna sit crisscross applesauce on my flying carpet.
Flying carpet won't fit. It's too wide.
Fuck you. Fine, I guess I'm crawling.
Okay.
I bet he looked that up.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna be crawling in my skin.
Are you?
You're all welcome. Them wounds will not heal.
Anthony, social distance has not kept me further away from you. Not enough, at least.
Are you staying in Ted form or are you switching forms there, Ted?
I ain't switching forms right now.
Alright, so we're staying in Ted form. As the pathway continues to narrow, Ketra, you eventually get to the point where you're trying to force your shoulders through as you see Loth in his kobold form kind of begin to kind of yip and crawl on all fours as he's continuing his way through. Eventually the path kind of makes an upward hike as he starts climbing the wall going up.
I'm gonna get on my stomach, and I'll start trying to
Turok, I need you to make a...
pull.
I'm going to say, for the sake of this, just a dexterity check.
14 plus 0. 14.
So, you're having a real hard time kind of squeezing your shoulders through this and pulling your body along. You got to do like one of those, like your arms straight out in front of you and just pull them with your fingertips to keep moving. As Blythe's still sitting on your back.
This is
So, at this point, Ted and Solomon, you guys are noticing you're really not making a whole lot of progress as Turok is having a really hard time progressing up through the tunnel.
You doing okay there?
Does somebody have some grease or something that we could just like make me a little slippier?
Rockman, let's hurry this up.
I'm doing my best.
So,
Hold on, let me look what spells I have. Maybe
Ketra, you get to a sitting position as you look up the tunnel above you. It's narrow. It's going to be a tight squeeze to kind of try and climb it. And it goes on for probably about a good 30 or 40 feet as you see Loth kind of duck off into another tunnel that comes off the top.
I'm gonna start climbing.
Alright, so you begin climbing up the tunnel as Turok, your head reaches where the tunnel is as you look to try and position your body somehow into a sit to climb up this tunnel.
Is it possible?
It's gonna be real hard unless you got some other way around it.
I mean, the only option I have is to cast Reduce on myself.
Can I cast Gust of Wind on him?
You gonna try and shoot him out the tunnel?
Is that gonna be too? Is that gonna be too much?
Can I try to push him?
Go ahead, Ted. Make a strength check.
Let me give him guidance.
Okay. Blythe, what are you doing? Still sitting on Torok, or are you gonna fly up the tunnel?
Or is this actually?
I can't fly up the tunnel,
Oh no, you can't.
Is this actually something I can just assist?
but I wouldn't be
shoulder.
sitting on him anymore if he's having so much trouble.
So you can push Ted to push Ted into Torok as Torok's trying, or as Ted's pushing Torok,
Yeah, that's what I'm
and
saying.
then just give
Okay.
Ted advantage.
Yeah.
12 plus 3 plus what? 4?
No. Do it with advantage.
You can do guidance and advantage. You know that, right?
Oh. Never mind then.
Alright, that was a little bit
Pre-fishing.
better. That was a 17 plus 3 plus 4.
So 24. So Blythe, you fly off as you're sitting kind of above Torok as he's basically where this tunnel would kind of do this curve to go up. Torok's only about like mid-chest. Like there's not a whole lot of position for him to sit up and then climb up the tunnel. So you're kind of fluttering above him as Ketra starts to climb up. As all of a sudden you see him get his shoulders and everything slammed into there as Ted and Solomon are trying to physically force him through the tunnel. Torok, you're not moving much. They're just basically slamming your head into stone.
I think you're going to make me. Hold on. Just stop. Just no.
Don't fight it, Rockman! Don't fight it!
Oh. I'm gonna just cast Reduce on myself.
Alright, so you down to about a medium-ish size. You're small for the sake of argument, but you reduce in size and kind of get shoved into the wall quickly by Ted as he's still pushing you.
I said stop.
Well, we were making some real progress there.
I don't think so. I think I was just getting a concussion. I'm not even sure Rockmen can get concussions, but
So,
I felt the jingling.
Catcher, roll a strength check for me real quick.
Cool,
got
cool.
Yeet. That is a natural 16. Hold. Strength save or just check?
Check.
21.
21? Okay. So you begin climbing up and you kind of follow relatively quickly behind Loth as he ducks away.
Walt, wait.
As you come up to the top of the tunnel, you look back as you see Torok is just reduced in size. He slams into the wall as you're now at this pathway. As you look down where Loth has gone, and there's 3 diverging pathways off of it, and you don't see him.
Loth.
As you
No.
hear the echo of.
Can I attempt to figure if he left any cobalt tracks or anything like that on the cave floor?
You can roll a survival check.
Okay.
Torok, you can roll a strength check to try and start climbing the tunnel with disadvantage because you are reduced in size.
Modded 20.
Okay. I don't have dice next to me.
Guess I find him, huh?
No.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
It was 16 and 17, so modded 20.
A modded 20? Alright, so you start
Yep.
climbing up behind Torok. Blythe, are you riding Torok up?
I need to ride somebody because I can't fly and I can't climb.
Alright, so you're sitting on Torok's shoulder as he begins climbing up the tunnel. Ketra, you look around and you do see some soft footprints, but you're looking for small, draconic-like footprints, similar to the size that Loth would be. And as you do, you see something different. It's padded, like almost 3 or 4 toes coming off of it with small scratch marks on the stone around it.
I'm gonna go. Alex! Alex, are you in the tunnel? You have to tell me if you're in the tunnel.
You hear
Alex!
you hear a soft back. I don't have to.
I knew it! I knew it! Which direction was that voice coming from?
She'd be straight ahead, and as you say that, you see the tunnel where it opens up a little bit, a head swing down, and Alex is just kind of standing there looking at, like hanging from the ceiling looking at you.
I'm gonna go.
Her like long hair kind of drifting out of her hoodie.
And how long have you been there for?
I was gonna surprise you.
getting smarter with the games. Did you see anyone pass through here that you haven't caught?
There was a big guy. Well, he was little, but he felt big.
He passed through where you're at.
Mm-hmm. I stayed hidden.
Smart.
Ferric said I'm supposed to wait for you guys
For what?
to make sure that you guys make it out.
Oh, that's rather kind of
You
him.
sounded unsure.
He didn't give me explicit directions if it was all of you or most of you or some of you.
Hold. I think they're slowly gonna come up. Just
As Torok starts running into your feet, climbing up the tunnel.
wait.
You found a friend. Hold
Kinda.
on, I don't got a lot of time. The spell's gonna run out. Excuse me. I'm gonna
Okay,
push
I'm gonna
past.
push forward so he can push forward.
Okay, so you guys are still in a rather narrow tunnel. You're gonna have to climb out to where Alex is.
I'm gonna climb up to where Alex is.
All right, and it opens up into like a larger tunnel again. Solomon and Ted, I'm gonna need you guys to roll strength checks at disadvantage to try and climb up this thing.
Oof.
You're in heavy full plate armor, and Ted's a robot.
Fair.
It's a narrow passageway. I've almost lost my second cup of coffee.
Oh man, I did so good too on the first roll. 8.
8. Ted?
11.
11. So you two are struggling to get up this rock as it kind of... Ted is climbing ahead of you, Solomon, as you're trying to get a little bit of a footing. Ted slides down 3 feet, crashes into you. Rocks are kind of breaking free.
Oh. We haven't been this close in a while, have we, Ted?
Look out below, Solo Man.
So Torok, Ketra, and Blythe, you guys are sitting in the tunnel as Alex swings from the ceiling and drops and sits down cross-legged in front of you.
I'm just gonna cross my arms and just wait and not try to look at her dead eyes.
You got her very quick, Alex.
We were ahead. We had to come back. I had to come back to make sure you guys made it. I figured you would take this tunnel. I didn't figure you'd make a friend.
Yeah. Learning
Friend.
a lot about ourselves.
He seems concerning. I don't feel comfortable around him.
Yeah.
I don't have any
Yeah.
reason why.
I think that's the first time we agree on something.
Me and Solo Man hear that all this yet?
Yeah, you guys hear them talking as you guys eventually climb and force your way up the tunnel, sliding into the larger opening. It's probably about a 15-foot or a 15-wide pathway at this point.
Well, breathe a little better now.
Oh, hi Solomon. Hi Ted.
What's up,
I'm
Captain?
gonna like wave like this. And like, don't cut me.
She goes, so what's your guys' way to get out of here?
Follow Loth.
We're following our friend that you were not keen on,
Oh,
but it seems we lost him. Do you
He-
know a way out?
he was heading towards more people.
Oh no.
Oh, so he's not. Oh, is that the same way y'all went?
No, I found another path over here. It's hidden. Shh.
Well,
There's not going to be more people over there.
The path I went goes through crags and small cracks in the wall. You have to be real slick to get through.
I'm gonna
Like
look
a
at
snake.
Torok and
As
then
my
Ted.
as my reduced spell suddenly drops and
I'm just gonna have 1,000-yard stare.
There were some falling rocks on occasion too, so you got to be careful. I almost got my foot caught.
that would be dreadful, wouldn't it?
I think so. I like my feet. She bounces a little bit.
So,
Okay.
we have a few options, gang. We go through the crag, or we try to stop whatever Loth is going to try to do.
I can't go through the crag. I'm too big.
Yeah, I also can't go through the crag, mate.
So I think we follow Loth.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll see you guys later. He went that way as she points further down the tunnel.
Thank
Okay.
you.
What kind of shortcut?
This one cuts through the rocks and the crags and eventually climbs out near the surface. Then it's just a small little hike along the surface. It's nice. There's some flowers, and I think I saw a deer.
Go on.
Well, Wally, May, and Ferret couldn't come with me either. I had to wait for them at the entrance. I was the first one there.
How would a snake do?
Oh, you'd make it. It's not that narrow.
Okay.
Are you leaving us, Ted?
Nah, I'm gonna go see what Lothman killed.
I bet it's everything.
We'll get some more loot.
I don't even know what I got this stupid thing.
I don't really feel good about what we did.
I killed a man.
I mean, I could go through with her and just wait for y'all, but might be a little bit.
Anybody want to roll a perception check?
Yeah. Right.
Who's gonna roll?
Solomon's stuck thinking about getting his legs caught under a
I
rock.
got a natural 2. Maybe someone else should roll.
I get advantage on mine thanks to that shield. Hold on.
Is it due to sight? Can Becca see it? You didn't ask your perception question, Becca.
Because I wasn't gonna roll perception. Did I?
No, I think Justin already rolled. We should only have one other person roll.
11 plus 5, 16.
16. Ted, as you're kind of sitting there, and Solomon's in his 1,000-yard stare of getting his legs crushed between rocks again, and the rest of the party's bickering a little bit, you hear screams kind of echoing through the tunnel, very faint, just barely catching your ear receptors.
Hey, y'all, Loth already got to that group of people.
Oh,
Yeah, I could hear their screams in the distance.
so
That's a good thing, though. With less people.
we just need to follow the blood trail then.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I'm comfortable with what's happening.
So are we done with this little crack? I mean, I could go through it, but I don't... She might kill me anyway, I don't know.
No, that's fair.
They
Would
have
you
a
kill me,
feeling-
Alex?
She kind of stares at you for a minute and just doesn't say anything.
Yeah, see, that's not reassuring.
I think we're better off staying together. I think we're stronger in numbers, especially if we have to face a really big enemy.
Alright, let's go. Let's follow the blood smears.
Okay, well, I'll see you guys at the entrance. She kind
Okay.
of runs off and tucks into some rocks and begins climbing away.
Does she give anyone else the heebie-jeebies? She gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Always.
She's scary.
I'm not a fan.
He's a wild card, Latin.
All right.
So you guys
So,
continue down the tunnel?
Yeah,
let's see.
Yeah.
The one we're
horror.
going towards is big enough.
Mm-hmm. You guys just walk?
Okay. Yeah.
So what's your guys' marching order? You guys just kind of trying to walk almost like a flying V?
Yo, can we do a V?
It's a little narrow.
Like Mighty Ducks?
You could do like 1, and then like 2, and then 2. Or technically like 1, and then 1, and then 2, because Blythe rides on people, because flying.
What if we did 1, 2, 1?
Okay. Who's taking the rear?
Oh, like a diamond. John Bright.
Diamond. Who do we want in the back?
I'll take the rear.
Okay.
Who do we want?
He likes the rear.
Who's taking the front?
It's either it's you or I, Ketra.
All right. I'll go in the front.
Alright.
All right. Blythe, are you going to stay on my shoulder then, or do you want to go up front to also see?
I feel like it's probably a bad idea, but yeah, I'm gonna stay here.
Alright.
Okay.
So you stay on Torok's shoulder?
Yeah.
Alright, so heading into the tunnel, the screams begin to reverberate the tunnel more as you hear this echoes of cries for help and whimpering as you begin heading deeper and deeper in. Eventually, the tunnel begins to narrow again before it begins to widen out to a large chamber. Blood kind of spattered across the walls and stuff like that as the chamber is empty. You don't see conflict anymore. There's just people there as they're kind of holding their entrails, some of them with broken arms and legs, as they're trying to pull themselves along the ground to get to a wall to lean against. They're kind of looking at you all, some of them screaming for help.
Do any of them look like they have anything on them that's immediately beneficial to us?
You'd have to roll an investigation and start checking their living bodies.
Will do.
People? Are we monster people?
I'm gonna. Besides the giant room, is there any other sign of Loth here?
Nope. You don't see him.
Is there any in here that seem any people that seem like they are
17.
stable?
Most of them seem like they could at least be stabilized, but a lot of them have pretty severe injuries. Looking around the chamber, you can see no one is dead. Everybody is wounded to an extent that they can barely get around or dismembered to certain extents. But it's very much so like they can't proceed forward due to their injuries, nor do they look like they're going to survive in the end. But right now they are all in different levels of agony, pain, and suffering.
I also got an 18.
There's probably a good 17 or 18 people in this room. You
That's
guys
a little weird.
You don't immediately recognize anything that just jumps out as, oh, this is valuable, let me steal it.
I mean, it's not necessarily anything just valuable, like
gold.
Then you're going through people's pockets. You're gonna walk up to a dying man and start ruffling through his pockets?
Let me just look on in here.
This
Can
is
I have,
weird
like-
for Loth. Normally he kills people.
I'd like to kind of go to the side, and then is there a way I can concentrate on the Savage King? See if I can maybe try to commune with him.
You can try. Roll a religion check.
I certainly try.
Let's see here. That is. I gotta use my DM dice a lot more. Went away. I had a natural 16. Give me one sec.
I do want to, like, if anybody's able to talk still, I want to talk to them, and then yes, also dig through their pockets.
I would like to cast Divine Sense.
What all those that hit for you?
60 feet, Celestial Fiend, and Undead.
Celestial Fiend Undead. So you pop off your Divine Sense as Solomon starts walking towards somebody. And Solomon, as you approach, you kind of crouch down next to the guy to talk to him as you go to rifle through his pockets. And there's swords and shields scattered around him as you begin kind of talking to him, and you reach down, and as he goes to open his mouth, you just hear as he sounds like he's gargling on something. As Torok, as you the pulse, you get this feeling of about 20 undead around you.
There is no demons though.
Nope. Well, it's not a
There's
demon.
bunch of-
I
he's a devil. He's a devil. There
So
is.
what you're saying is this is our test?
There is a bunch of undead around us, y'all.
I got a
Solomon, I need you to make a
22.
dexterity saving throw.
Mm.
As you attempt to reach out, Ketra, you get this sudden sharp pain that runs all the way from the top of your head down your spine into your hips. It burns almost like something's punishing you as you kind of get this nasty migraine.
Yeah, I wasn't praying to him. I was trying. Okay, and then I'll refocus to what they were saying.
What'd you get, Solomon?
14.
14. As you're talking to this thing, you look back as Torok seems to... What did you say, Torok? You yelled about there being undead in the room?
Yes.
As you do, this person you're talking to lunges towards you and bites into your arm.
Is
You
it,
take-
is it one of the people?
Yes, it's one of the injured people. Lunges forward and bites and sinks his teeth into your arm. You take 14 points of piercing damage as he tears a chunk out of you.
How did he hit me?
Not you, Solomon.
Oh, sorry.
Do
Don't
I?
we
Do
have
I?
somebody that can kill all the undead?
I'm gonna pull my weapon.
Do I have a reaction there or no?
I mean, you can use it now. That was a save because it was more like a trap than it was like anything else.
Okay then. Disregard.
So, the room begins to shake and rattle as all these corpses begin pulling themselves up. Some of their organs just falling to the ground and spilling out as they kind of begin to move and shuffle about the chamber.
Great.
I'm gonna pull my hammer and shield and
Do we see an exit?
Roll a perception check.
Sounds like it's clobbering time, Catcher.
Always.
I rolled 2 3s.
Fair. No, you don't see anything. Maybe you shouldn't be the one that does checks for the group.
Correct. Okay, I'm gonna draw Alma out,
Okay.
and I'm gonna go. You got my back, right?
You sit there as you speak to her. You hear this very soft thing of, "Shh, I'm not here."
Okay, but you still we can still do what we do, right?
I can't.
What do you mean you can't?
What if he sees me?
He already saw you.
Yeah, but he hasn't seen me.
Fine, just stay big.
But you don't understand. It's awkward
Why?
because you don't like hanging out with your ex. It's weird.
I'm sorry, what?
It's weird.
He's an ex of you. What?
What? I don't understand. Why are you angry right now? Is it because he's stronger than you? Because I promise that's not the thing I'm into.
I'm gonna just shh. As I'm gonna get ready to start clobbering.
Okay. What is the rest of the group doing?
And I'm gonna rage.
All right. You go into a rage.
I'm hammer pulled. I'm gonna swing at the one attacking me.
None of them have attacked you yet.
Attacking Solomon.
They're all just kind of shambling around the chamber right now.
Okay,
Well-
whichever one's closest to me, I'm gonna hit it.
Run up and make an attack against it.
All right.
I wonder if they were just going to ignore us in their undead state.
No, they're undead. They must be killed.
I see.
I feel like this is a test.
I got a 23.
No, nobody cares. Okay.
23 hits. Roll for damage.
Hoffman test?
He's done this before.
He did want to see us fight 30 people on our own.
Hold on, my computer's fritzing on me.
This bud's for you, Loftman. And I'm going to swing, too.
Okay, roll an attack.
Okay, I got a 13.
13 points of damage.
Yep, 13 points of damage.
You swing your hammer, and as it crashes into one of them, its organs and everything just splatter across the ground as its whole head just caves in. As it just kind of collapses to the floor.
Can I start directing towards moving towards the other door?
Yeah, you're heading towards the other chamber exit.
Can I retcon the bonus action because I didn't get a chance to? That,
Yeah.
For a reaction, like if one comes to attack me, then I'll bonus action rage.
Okay.
But I'm gonna start kind of directing and moving the sword, just kind of like tapping to kind of move if anyone's in my way.
Alright. So you begin heading down the tunnel, or heading towards the other tunnel.
Yeah.
I rolled a 25.
To hit, would you roll damage?
Oh, shit. Ten.
10. You crash the jawbone in, and this thing just splatters across the ground. Pieces of armor kind of scattering around onto the floor
Jesus.
as they all kind of begin shambling around the chamber. Catcher, as you're moving across the chamber, and actually Ted and Torok, roll perception checks for me. Actually,
17.
17. Okay, Ted.
I should just use an online
15.
dice roll.
What level are we again?
11.
10.
10.
I'll take 11.
Nah, I'm 11. No backsies.
What'd you get, Ted?
15.
15. Torok.
17.
17. Torok, you notice this more than Ted as you splatter this thing about. As Ted, you're kind of ready to engage the next one. Torok, you see the hand of this thing begin slowly kind of pulling itself as the arm has been almost broken off the body. Pieces of intestines are kind of like crawling as well, as this whole thing is just slowly moving around the chamber now. The organs are writhing and moving.
It's turned into multiple.
You have to burn it with fire. I would like to firebolt one of them.
Alright, so you hit it with fire as the whole body of this thing immerses in flames. Sparks begin dropping off of it as the body begins to crumble apart in the fire. The burned ashes and remains kind of scatter out as the ash begins to slowly rise into the air, drifting and moving about.
That sounds terrible.
Oh wait.
Oh shit, it's droplets.
Things that I did.
It's airborne now. You aerosolized it.
So what you're saying is I have unleashed COVID-19.
Zombie 19.
And we'll see.
COVID 20.
So these air things, are they bad?
It's just like the ash from the body is now drifting throughout the chamber, as the other ones are kind of shambling about still.
I'm gonna go ahead and firebolt one of them.
Alright, so you shoot another fireball as it hits and the whole thing immerses in flames, and as it crumbles to the ground, more of this ash disperses about, and it's just kind of lingering in the air about knee height.
Solomon, maybe you can go ahead and gust the wind that all to one place.
I mean, are they all in a single file line? Otherwise...
This is dumb. What are these things doing?
I don't know. Maybe we should just leave.
Yeah, that's boogie woogie.
Boogie, woogie, woogie.
Is... Okay.
Isn't there one of us that has, like, you know, kill undead?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm working on something here.
I'm busy. I got better things to do.
As you guys are sitting there, and Ketra, you make it to the entranceway, and as you do, I need your roll perception check.
Perception check?
Uh-huh.
Got it. That is
Yes, no.
gonna be a 12.
12. So I need you to make a dexterity check at disadvantage.
So straight?
Yes.
Can I see what's
No,
coming?
you cannot see what's coming. Because you did not roll high enough with your perception to see what's coming.
That is a 17.
As you're standing there, Ketra, the rest of the party kind of a little ways away from you, you feel this cold presence kind of looming around you. The rest of the party, as you guys are looking around, you see this dark shadow kind of appear above Ketra as these hands reach down, grabbing onto his shoulder and pulling him up into the shadow as he disappears.
What? Where's he going?
Excuse me.
It's cool playing, guys. I'm gonna mute myself now.
Also, using Turn Undead requires me to pray, so... Sorry.
Does it?
Yeah.
As Ketra vanishes in this hands that grab his shoulder and pull him up into blackness.
Can I try casting light on something that's just like upwards?
Yeah.
See if it sticks.
So you cast light up into the sky, and as you do, you hit the ceiling of the chamber. As you hear this, the light hits and quickly expands across the ceiling, and as it does, you see this movement of all these limbs and body parts of hundreds of bodies of zombies that are writhing and moving across the ceiling, all in different states of decay and rot. And as you do, you hear as parts of them begin falling as they start dropping from the ceiling.
Okay, did we see where Ketra went?
You do not see Ketra.
Alright, we really need to find this exit here, guys.
Hey, Ketra! Well, shit.
So I need to know if Blythe was on Ketra or Turok.
I haven't been on Ketra this whole time.
I know. That's why I said I needed to know.
Why would I have been on him now?
I don't know. You bounce
I
around
hate
every
that.
now and
Yes, I was, so I can protect him.
then. Do you want to? That's what I figured.
Don't do it.
Sorry, not sorry.
Can I...
No.
Fair. Would speak with dead work here?
You gonna try?
I mean, if I would, I'm not metagaming or anything, but I only have 1/3. Well, no, I have all 3 actually. I have. Never mind. I don't know. If it's not gonna work, I don't want to use it.
You can try just yelling up to them.
That's fair too.
You tell me what you want to do, buddy. Hey, you!
We will. I'll try before I pry.
So, first I need the 4 of you to make a dexterity saving throw. Ted, you can see it. Yes, you too, Blythe.
Everyone add +4. Nope, you gotta be within 10 feet of me. Blythe, add +4.
Blythe gets to add 4.
Is this a dex?
This is a dex saving throw, yes.
Ooh.
15.
10.
I got a 9.
10.
14.
Everything is
As you guys
on
begin
fire.
moving through the chamber, you hear these bodies begin falling and just are splattering on the ground. Torok, you see as they hit, they're still moving, still writhing around the broken bodies and the pieces of them. As bodies begin falling, hitting into your shoulders, dropping on top of you, they're different states of decay. So the more firm and rigid ones that have only been recently placed there, they hit with some impact, while the other ones just splatter against you, just this nasty, ichor ooze of body parts and decomposition dripping off of you. You each take... I need Blythe still to roll, but you 3 take 12 points of bludgeon damage as these bodies are just dropping on you and just splattering across the ground.
I rolled
Which
a
3?
9.
Oh, yeah, you take 14 points, or 12 points of damage as well.
Which
Half
3?
of that because I'm small.
No. You take...
You gave me nothing to write with, so I take 0 points.
I don't have anything for you to write with next to me. I have one next to me. Rebecca, come to me.
All the rest of us take how much of damage?
12.
Oh, what cheese? Your cheese? Yes. There's other ones up there, but not... Nah, Amelia ate all the Cheetos. She brought them in the playroom and ate them all.
Solid.
So, what else are you guys doing now?
I would like to start blasting fire at things.
So you're just shooting fire up to the ceiling? So you're going to
yes.
start blasting? As fire hits the ceiling, it quickly wreaths across, lighting the entire ceiling aflame. As this ash begins to slowly drift in the air, dropping down. Pieces of bodies completely turning to dust as they fall, before they hit you. Looking like pieces of an asteroid entering the atmosphere. They drop and eventually disappear as this dust hits the ground and disperses. As the whole ceiling is now in flames. It's also rather hot and uncomfortable. It's not enough for you guys to take fire damage, but it's really uncomfortable in this chamber now as the whole ceiling's on fire.
Can I try to tell if there's magic afoot?
You can attempt to. Roll an Arcana check.
It's magic afoot.
I have magical feet.
Kind of.
Plus
What are you rolling?
15. Arcana.
Arcana? Yeah, there's definitely something magical going on here.
I could have told you that.
I could have told you that.
So,
Do we know where the exit is?
yeah, you can see the tunnel that Ketra went through. That Ketra was standing in before Dark Shadows grabbed him and pulled him away.
Okay,
If
so
I just spell magic, do I have to have a location, like a specific point?
Yes, you have to cast it on something directly.
I feel like we have 2 options here.
What?
Go through the tunnel. Hopefully Ketra makes it out, or 2, stand there and hope we get snatched up too and find Ketra.
I don't like that plan, but I feel like that's probably what we should do.
I need everybody to make Constitution saving throws.
No.
Can I have moved within 10 feet of Torok at this point?
Yeah, I'm assuming you guys have gathered back together as Torok lit the ceiling on fire, covering
Add
the
your
room in ash.
+4.
You said saving throw?
Yes, Constitution saving throw.
I got to 21.
As Torok exposes everybody to COVID.
25.
13.
13. So, Blythe, you and Ted are fine. As this ash begins to kind of coat you guys as the chamber begins to fill with it. Torok, you and Solomon begin coughing violently as this ash begins going in.
So art imitates life.
You both take 6 points of poison damage. And I need you both to make charisma saving throws.
I'm immune to disease. Does that help here?
No, it's not a disease.
I'm resistant to poison anyway.
Sorry, what throws did you say to make?
Charisma saving throw.
Charisma.
Charisma.
We're still getting the +4 there.
Yes.
So
I'm giving you guidance too.
Can't do guidance for saving throws.
Well, you suck.
I got a 29 on this one. So
Okay.
I got a +12. I got a 31.
Okay.
Does that work?
Yeah. So you manage to resist as you feel something begin pulsing through your body.
Oh, that was probably the thing that snatched Ketra, Torok.
I didn't want to. I don't know.
So you guys still standing in this chamber as this ash begins to continue falling and flooding down.
We still don't know where Ketra is.
Ketra. Ketra.
Just shouting onto the void.
Can I shoot a message that way?
Yeah. You have to be able to see somebody to message them, don't you?
No, I just have to know the general direction they went.
You shoot a message that way and you get no response. What are we doing, team?
Justin, where are you at?
Ah!
I gotta have something to shoot my dispel on. Pew pew.
Okay,
So we're
I'm
standing at that tunnel entrance.
I don't know. Are you? Are you guys heading to the tunnel to head out? Or are you guys staying in this chamber?
I'm gonna look at Blythe and I'm gonna say, Blythe, go off my shoulder for a minute. I'm gonna walk over where Ketra stood.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go over there with him.
The two of you stand where Ketra once stood.
Hello?
Nothing happens.
Hello? Give off swim back.
Can they walk through the door?
They walk right into the tunnel. As you step into the tunnel, the ash almost stops, like it's held back between this area.
Well, that's weird.
Roll perception checks as you guys are standing in the tunnel, looking at this ash.
Double cheeked up all this ash.
On a Thursday afternoon.
10.
I rolled a 2. I don't see shit.
Sun's shining. Soft 20.
Blythe?
I'm not in the tunnel.
Oh, you stayed in the chamber?
I thought so.
Okay. So, looking back, Solomon, Blythe is still sitting in the chamber as you guys have walked into this tunnel. And as you look, you see the ash moving, coalescing in certain areas. And you see hundreds of undead creatures in this ash, now that you're looking at it from an outside perspective. As they're literally ash beings, like ghosts, shimmering and moving through the ash surrounding Blythe.
Blythe!
Blythe!
The ash is sentient!
I would like to leave the ash.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw first. And you're not within 10 feet of Torok.
You got this.
It's cocked.
I can't see to argue with you knowing that it's not cocked.
No, it was though, between a 2 and a 12.
I feel like it was cocked.
Definitely.
I got, well, I still got a 12. Plus 6. 18.
18.
Be respectable.
So the ash begins surrounding you. It begins coalescing, and as it almost lunges towards you, you manage to quickly fly away as it slams, causing this plume of ash that drifts around again. As it all begins to move around the room. As it does, Blythe, you flying towards the chamber where everybody else is, the three of you looking through there, you see it all come together to create this giant, hulking, ash ghost spectral being as it lunges its hand towards Blythe again. As you fly through, it hits the door and just disperses about as the room goes back to being still and the ash slowly drifts back to the ground. As you guys are all standing where Ketra once stood.
What was that?
How are we gonna find Ketra?
Did it eat Ketra? Did it consume him? Did it become part of the bash, maybe?
Let me try to find him again. Hold on. Shit! Nothing. He ain't here. He'd have told me. Language. God, I miss him already.
I I like how Ted just accepted he's dead. I miss him. He was my best friend. So we're gonna cut over to you real quick, Ketra. The area it's dark. It's cold, ever present all around you. It's this crushing cold that you feel all the way to your very core. Your body shivering. It's difficult to stay awake as you kind of fight through this moment, and you feel stoned against your feet, your body, your knees as you drop to the ground.
No. Where am I?
As you look around, you're in another tunnel.
Good. I'm lost now. What's the directions of the tunnel?
North and south, just forward and backwards. It's just a single tunnel. Roll a perception check for me.
9.
9. You're kind of trying to get your bearings, looking around. You hear only at the last possible second a footstep as a blade comes right up against underneath your chin.
And I look at the owner of the blade.
And you see that there is 5 dark elves currently standing behind you, as one of them has a blade drawn up and put against your throat.
Hello. Funny meeting you here.
Well, we pull you here to make sure you don't make it.
That's a big mistake. I mean, 5 against 1, that doesn't seem really fair.
Well, we were told to make sure you don't make it no further.
Oh, no. You mistook me. I meant for you. And I'm gonna move the blade away from my neck. We can get out of here together. Or you can be foolish.
How versed are you with the tunnels?
Think I can manage.
Do you even know how deep you are right now?
No.
Do you know you're near the beginning?
No.
Your friends are far way away.
I did a lot to get here.
You did a lot to get buried.
What do you want?
Don't want nothing. We already got friends that make it to the end.
What friends are those?
Other elves. Other people. Masters.
Is this because I'm a half-orc?
No, this because you catch her. You from the Rust Marsh. We were told you don't make it out of here.
By who?
Some people that want their wish come true. Not want you to ruin the games.
Well, unfortunately, I feel like even if I don't make it, my friends might ruin the games.
Yeah, we got people to take care of them at the end. Our job was just to get you here.
And now what? Now that I'm here?
You get buried when mountain collapse.
Convenient.
They kind of drop their weapons and put them away. Looking them over, they're bare bones. They have a couple kind of rusted and damaged short swords, some patchwork leather armor. You see they all have brands on the side of their neck.
Can I inspect the brands?
Yeah.
Let's see. That is a... There's like a lag when I try to move screens. 15?
15? It's, you would recognize it as a brand, a slave trade brand. You wouldn't recognize the exact clans or anything, but it is a slave trade brand.
I'll take note of this, and I'm going to post up against one of the walls and kind of wait for the demise and go, how long have you been free?
We ain't free. We just know our place.
You want property. You're more than welcome to move out of here.
We don't want to leave.
Why?
When you die and the tunnel collapse, when the wish comes true, we come back as gods.
So it's godhood you're looking for.
It's freedom. But there ain't no freedom on this plane unless you about God. You gotta be powerful.
We can be powerful together. I know what it's like.
You ain't gonna sway me.
Not trying to sway you, mate. I'm just saying, power corrupts power. You're not gonna be satisfied or happy.
Yeah, but I won't be property no more. No one tell me what to do.
Yeah, sure.
So,
You think like Pelo's gonna come down and just be like, "Oh, cool, new gods."
no, we don't need to worry about Pelo. We serve Loth.
Oh, Loth, very powerful god. What about Lucifer or any of the other higher devils that maybe wouldn't take kindly to you?
They don't get involved in our domain. We stay underground.
Yeah, you know that for sure. Just saying. Power corrupts power.
They kind of all sit down. You can see they've very much accepted their fate of death here. A couple of them kind of have like this 1,000-yard stare as they're just kind of staring off into the cave walls.
Very close to your religion with Loth, correct?
We serve our god after we serve our mistresses.
Your mistresses, and where are they?
They still live within the Zentorums of our kingdom.
Have you been to your kingdom?
I have. We serve close. We good servants. Roll an intelligence check, Ketra, to see your knowledge of the Dark Elf people.
Great. Botch.
Botch, yeah. You got no idea. You got no bearing for them.
Well, you and I mean, we have different ideologies, but this is shameful for me.
He looks and he goes, yeah,
Not how I'm supposed to die.
yeah, they say you're gonna want to die in combat. That's why we bring you here.
Yeah.
Last moment thing I get to see is rock crush your head. So, cutting back to the other four, what are you guys doing?
So do we continue forward and hope we find Ketra?
I feel like I can hear Ketra in the back of my head. Go finish the job. I
There's no
don't.
way for us to find him. Maybe we should just get to the top and then find him.
But what if he's still right here and we're leaving him behind?
And what if none of us win this tournament?
Like, this is for the greater good. We should... I don't know.
Ketra, if you're still here, you need to give us some sort of a sign. Alright.
Alright, I feel like you want us to move on. Let's go.
Alright,
As they emotionally grieve their friend.
If anybody can get out of that pickle, it's old Ketra.
I'm gonna look down at She. Do you smell him anywhere nearby? Alright, I don't think he's near us anymore. Let's continue heading up then, I guess. I'll take the lead.
Alright. So you guys continue down the tunnel.
Down?
Or
Up.
through the tunnel.
Oh,
Down.
hold up. We
In
were
the
heading in an upward direction.
Down. Gotcha, bitches. You stuck. Campaign over. Y'all get crushed under a rock. Start a new one.
Hear
So-
me out. Life Junior?
Little BJ?
Oh, jeez, don't do it. Don't do it.
Lil Beige.
LBJ? Heading deeper down the tunnel, you guys continue forward. You begin hearing a little bit more talking, conversing, kind of these echoes of conversation going through the tunnel in all directions. As it's kind of bouncing around, you eventually find yourselves in a very large opening that spans out a couple 100 feet. It does, you see that there's a collection of people in a massive steel door sitting before everybody.
Everyone watch your backs.
Is this The finish line?
This seems like a trap.
Do we see Loth?
You do not. Immediately. There's a decent sized crowd here.
Do we see Alex?
Roll a perception check. Looking around the chamber, you have a hard time really picking anybody immediately out. You do see, though, that's kind of clung on to and partially like leaned against one of the stalactites is Alex, kind of hanging onto the ceiling.
If it's a trap, Alex doesn't know. I'll point up towards her.
Yeah, I doubt she would be here if she felt like this wasn't the way.
Few minutes walk by and somebody taps you on the shoulder, Ted, and grabs onto your forearm for a handshake as Wally May looks at you and he goes, "Oi, Ted! It's a good thing you made it."
How's it going, Sharkman?
It's going. Did you get your hands wet? A little bit of blood in the tunnels?
Yes, both accidentally and on purpose.
Always a good thing. So where's Ketrel?
Oh, he got taken by a shadow monster and he's gone. We don't know what.
That was unfortunate. I was hoping me and him could finish our fight. Getting crushed by a rock ain't something that he really deserves, is it?
No.
Do you... Wally May, do you know of some sort of a shadow? Yeah.
Oh, we saw a couple on our way through, grabbing people and pulling them out. Didn't see where they went.
Do you know what they were?
I'm assuming dark elf magic. It's kind of their way of teleporting and moving around.
What would the Dark Elves want with Ketra?
Probably make sure he didn't make it.
Why?
Sword on his back's got a little bit of reputation, first off. Secondly, they don't exactly want you all making it through.
Oh, yeah, add them to the list.
Is there any dark elves in this room?
He kind of points over to a group of 4 of them that are kind of standing in a group.
All right.
Maybe we go rough them up, guys.
Let's not do anything rash, but I would agree with that line of thinking.
Hey, Sharkman.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, seems to me if you don't want to be branded a coward, you'd kind of help us get him back so y'all can have your face off, as it were.
First off, Ted, love the way you think. You always think with those fists. Secondly, more importantly, I won our fight. I don't need to be marked a coward.
Exactly. If you don't want that, I don't want that, he don't want that.
There's bigger fish to fry here. As he points, and you see him kind of point towards a group of half-orcs and orcs that are kind of gathered to the other side of the room.
Who that?
Oh, the relatives. Storm King. A little bit more distant.
Savage King?
well.
Savage King. Sorry, Savage King.
I'm gonna start walking. I'm gonna put on my biggest, scariest look and
Okay.
walk straight over to the Dark Elves.
You march up to the Dark Elves as the 4 of them look at you and kind of start laughing to themselves.
I imagine that you took our friend out so that you didn't get removed from the tournament, but if any of you would like to make it through to even have a chance of winning, I suggest you rectify that situation.
They kind of look towards. They look towards
Okay.
one of them. It's a female. She kind of would appear to be in like kind of her mid to late 30s. Long silvered hair pulled into 2 braids on either side of her head. And she's kind of holding this long, wicked, twisted staff. As she's kind of holding onto it. She looks over at you and she goes, "First off, Ganassi, you should watch who you speak to with those tones."
I watch who I speak to the people who earn my respect. People who cowardly take our friends out of a tournament. That's not someone who deserves my respect.
Cowardly, you say? The point in the tournament was to make it through to this roof. Or to the top, am I
But-
correct?
You targeted our one friend because you were afraid.
I have no fear of anyone. The servants
So you-
targeted who they felt needed to be targeted. Slaves to be buried
Servants?
here.
Slaves. I have lost even more respect for you. I had very little respect walking up, but now I have none for you.
You should be more concerned
And-
for the second half, Judy, versus your voice with me.
You should be more concerned if you even make it to the second half if you do not return our friend.
How can I return who I do not know is missing?
Where would they have taken them?
The slaves stayed within the lower levels. The first few
Great.
floors of the tunnels.
How do I get there?
She points to the tunnel that you came to. Walk.
No. Quickly.
I have no means of transporting you there.
Hey, Michael.
Yeah.
Can you put your microphone just a little bit further from your mouth? It's kind of pop, pop, pop. Sorry.
No, that's okay. Do you have means of contact?
We do not. I can send you to the lower floors if you wish. I don't know if it'll be anywhere near your friend.
Can I roll insight to see if I feel like she's...
Yeah, roll an insight check.
Uh... 10.
Don't worry, I rolled terribly. She's telling you the truth. She doesn't seem to be lying to you. She's telling you the truth.
Okay. I'm going to slowly walk back to my group while continuing to stare them down. Doesn't seem that he is, just that he's a level someone.
That is unfortunate.
She says she could teleport us down level. How do we get back?
How much time do we have left?
You guys are about 15 to 16 hours in.
Can we do in 8 hours what we did in 15?
Does anybody want to try and recall the whole kit and caboodle here?
Yeah, I'd love to. It's in my notes.
Fair.
I mean, it was tunnel, loft, tunnel.
Spider people. You forgot spider people.
All right.
I was going more along the lines of how far you have traveled versus how far
100
it was
miles.
expected. And how far have you traveled?
100 miles. Oh, have we not traveled 100 miles? Have we got... Who's good at survival? Have we traveled 100 miles?
What was when you guys decided you were going to move at a quick pace, what was it going to take?
It was right up to the last minute, wasn't it?
It was indeed.
So it would be impossible.
We'd have to force the Dark Elf to bring us back.
There is a secondary problem that I think you guys are missing.
I don't think we're actually there. That it hasn't been 4 hours. This is false hope.
I mean, yeah, we don't know what's behind this door. We don't know if this is the finish yet, sure, but regardless of which, even if this isn't the finish, then yes, we have that much less time.
So should we keep powering on, hope that Keter figures it out?
If none of us make it, then none of us can win. And if none of us can win, Evelyn can't get out.
Okay, we try to open the door and...
I mean, but let's go even more broad with that. If we save Evelyn, then there's still the ability to even have a tournament.
Is Solomon yelling this in the crowd of people? He's waving his arms around like a crazy person.
This is an existential crisis that we cannot have right now.
So what at the end of the day is our goal here? Do we want to stop the blood tournament? Because I can tell you the unfortunate truth there. If we want to stop the blood tournament, we just let this one play out.
They'll still gamble souls, will they not?
But there's no wish. Gods can gamble over souls regardless, can they not?
Is stopping the wish what we're trying to do, though? I think ultimately our job is to save Evelyn.
Yes, but if we have to have the Nephilim for the wish to occur, if we save the Nephilim, then there's still the ability 25 years from now for there to be a tournament.
I think ultimately that has to be her choice then. If our goal is to save her because that's our goal, we should save her and let her make that decision.
So our goal is to save Evelyn. Our goal is not to stop the blood tournament.
Yeah, I would love to do both.
But that's what I'm saying, is as long as Evelyn exists, then the possibility of a tournament still exists. Because who says 25 years from now, Evelyn's still going to be safe?
Hey, is Loth somewhere around here?
Roll a perception check.
$19.
19. Looking around, you do not see Loth.
Kept going.
Well, Loth ain't around here, so I don't know where he went. That's another problem. That's the other pin, if you.
Is this just like one big room? I mean,
It's
is there
a
only
huge chamber, about 100 feet in diameter, actually probably bigger than that, with
But is
a massive steel door on the other
Is that-
side.
is that
Every
the
other
only-
tunnel connects to, and there's this huge steel door in front of you.
okay?
Maybe we should ask the 7 if they know if this is actually the end.
Oh, Shark been standing right here next to me.
He walked away when you guys walked up to the Dark Elves.
Oh.
Maybe we go back and convene with them.
As you go to walk away, Torok, there's a tap on your shoulder from the Dark Elf, and she goes, "Do you wish to go find your friend?" "Oh,
No.
okay. Hopefully he finds his way out before the tunnels collapse."
He will and have his revenge on
"On me? What did I do?"
you. Hired slaves to do that.
"Slaves are not hired."
You enslaved slaves. That in itself is enough to incur Ketra's wrath. I wish you well.
"The wrath of a crushed spirit." "Okay." She returns to her group. Alright, so you four walk up to whatchamacallit again. As Wally May is seated. You don't see Ferric either. You just see Alex kind of hanging up top. As he walks up, he goes, "So, you find Ketra?"
He's in the lower level some.
"Oh, so he's gonna get squished."
He'll get his way up there, I'm sure. In the meantime, are you sure this is the... Why is everyone congregated there?
Door was closed. It doesn't open until the last 8 hours.
So it's like a check.
More or less. The tunnel begins collapsing at this point on, and it's a free race to try and get to the end before it does.
Interesting.
So,
How do you know all this?
Won the tournament about 50 years ago.
Oh, so this is just something they've done before.
They typically run this one. Weeds out all the weaklings. Causes some inner conflicts first, too. Makes everybody a little angry before we get to the finals.
No, that part's working.
So, question is, if Ketra's going to get squished, who's taking point for your team? Don't want to ruffle any feathers here, but usually Ketra does a lot of you guys' talking.
You're not wrong.
Wait. I'm going to go find Alex. Doors open up in about 45 minutes. Hopefully you all work out whatever you're going to do here with the conscious looming feeling of your friend being squished alive on your conscious
Thank you, Wally May.
as he walks away.
See you later, Sharkman.
Wanted!
So, we've got 45 minutes to figure this conundrum out. Is what I just heard.
That's an accurate rendition. Blythe, could you potentially maybe get yourself down there and teleport back to She? If you could somehow get yourself to Ketra, you could get him back here.
So what you're saying is, had I been riding on Ketra,
We could have teleported him back, yes.
Is there any way for me to even find him?
The Dark Elf said they could teleport us down to the bottom, but they didn't guarantee it would put us anywhere near him.
We're just gonna trust strangers.
No, I
Stranger
don't
danger.
trust them at all.
I mean, I could try it.
Do we?
Get down there. Just teleport to wherever they send you and hope for the best.
Okay.
No, that was a question. Nothing. My queen, I trust you to do whatever you need to that is best. Make sure that you're not putting yourself in danger to die.
Well, I am putting myself in danger, but I guess I can do it.
So you guys are gonna reapproach the. Why am I getting a lot of reverb? Rebecca,
Do we have-
somehow missed it.
Everybody's cutting in and out for me. I can barely hear.
I'm coming. 1 second.
It's fine.
Do we have a surefire way to teleport back?
I have a teleportation circle.
Okay.
Excuse you.
Social distancing is not being practiced.
My problem isn't me. My problem is you people.
Is that better, Michael? Is there still an echo?
No.
When you're in there, I can hear you talking. That's the only reason I can get what's going on.
You need to stop yelling, Shane.
Can you not hear anybody, Rebecca?
Everybody's cutting out.
Is it better now?
I hear you're in person.
Can you hear Michael? Michael, speak.
Hello. Hello.
Kind of.
Oh.
I think it's because you're on the Wi-Fi and you're not built-in or hardwired. Don't flick me off. Stop your hate. Alright, so what's the plan? Are you teleporting in? Why is it doing that? Is it doing it for anybody else?
Because you're so loud in Becca's microphone picking you up.
I'm not that loud.
Even your whisper I can hear. You need to shut the door.
But it's so
And sweat off your
hot.
booty. Take off your sweater.
No.
I wonder.
Put a sweater on?
Yeah, he's wearing a sweater.
Guys, it's so
Is that
hot.
better?
So anemic.
Is it still echoing?
My love
Yes.
of iron makes me cold.
Why is it
Say something
echoing all
again,
of a sudden?
Jane.
It's echoing all of a sudden. Oh, there we go. It fixed itself.
There we go.
No. No.
It
What?
fixed
No.
itself for me. Oh, there we go.
Is someone's coming out of speaker?
Somebody's starting to come out of the speaker. That's what it is.
What does that mean?
The audio is coming out of the speaker and getting picked up by the microphone. It sounds like it fixed itself again.
That's that.
Alright. Nope. Still can hear it. I don't know what's happening all of a sudden.
This was fun, guys. I'll see you next week. Here.
Oh, come on. It was working fine this whole time. This is what this is the problem with doing everything via Discord. Rebecca, can you still hear me?
I can.
Can everybody
Yeah,
hear
I
each
can.
other?
Yeah, there's still an echo though.
Why is there an echo all of a sudden? One second. Let me check back this again real quick.
There's no echo just now.
Is that better, better?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sounds fine. What's up, Justin?
I think she muted herself and now it's better. Because it's just echoing off what she's got. Yeah, so Justin, how are we supposed to get you? I don't know.
I have no idea.
Like,
I think I'm gonna get crushed in a cave.
Did you have a backup character?
I do. I guess I got to start looking now.
Isn't it Danny DeVito? You're
Danny Dwarvito, do you really want to shed that chaos on your campaign? Because I'll do it. Out of spite. Oops, I dropped my Magnum condom from my monster dong. They call me the Barnacle.
so. You guys, what is the plan?
It's beyond obvious. There's no way to get there and come back in time without some sort of teleportation. Sorry, go ahead.
We could ask she to keep climbing up for us, and we could go back down and get Ketra and then teleport back to her at the end. But
Wally May said the tunnels start collapsing as soon as that door opens.
True.
So what happens when we go down there and on our way back where we're going starts to collapse?
We die.
I think the only option is to
Well,
get
Ted, you might live.
someone with Blythe or Blythe down to Ketra and then teleport Ketra back up here. I think that is about our only option.
Can she teleport multiple peoples?
Yeah, she's teleported all of us before.
Oh shit, that's right.
So then
Most powerful person in the party.
at that point all we would have to worry about is getting back to here before this part starts to collapse, and then hope we still make it in the top 100.
Yes.
We've come up with worse plans.
Blythe, hop in. I've redecorated it.
No thanks. I don't want to go in the Paul Shrine.
It's Phil.
Yeah.
Whatever, I know it was a P name.
There's no shrine no more. I do have a little bit of bearskin in there as a rug.
It's a little fire that burns in the corner, a bearskin rug, some candles.
Okay, well, so if that's what we're going to do, we better get a move on it before this door opens and shit starts collapsing, right?
So, do you want...
I'm sorry?
Should I go back over there to the Dark Elves with you, or should I stay over here? I was not very nice.
From the sound of it, it doesn't really seem like they care all that much.
True.
Do we have a better plan?
Nope.
Alright. Cowabunga it is.
Blythe's Big Adventure 4.
Okay, so is everybody going over there?
Yes.
Sure.
Alright, so you walk back up to the Dark Elf as she looks you all over as you walk there.
Do we have the teleportation circle set to get back here?
It's on she.
Oh, and she's staying here?
Yes.
You're having her climb off you in the crowd of people?
Not yet. I'm waiting.
Okay.
Like, we don't need to teleport back yet, right?
Well, no, but presumably if you take her with you...
Who's going?
No. She would stay here. That way Blythe can write a teleportation circle.
Right.
And teleport back to she. Am I thinking that correctly?
Well, I thought we were all going.
Oh, okay.
Why would we all go?
Don't split the party and all that.
We have to split the party. There's no other way. The party's already split.
By default, yes.
If we all go, there's no way to get back.
Okay, so only one person can teleport, or whoever?
No, it opens a full teleportation. It's just only she has to stay there.
Right, so...
The dragon has to stay. That's where your teleportation circle goes.
But if it's surefire that all of us can get back, why would we not all go?
If you all want to go, I'll go.
Okay.
Not you. Twerk, you have to stay.
Oh, okay. I stay. That is fine.
Alright. So, you guys walk back up to the Dark Elves as the female Dark Elf looks at you all over. Oh, back so soon.
I'm just gonna stand in the back and look intimidating. Let someone else talk.
Is there
Hi
something,
there, Elfman.
Is there something that I can help you with?
Yeah, we're trying to tell him to pour it on down to our friend.
I have no issue sending you deeper into the cavern, but I cannot promise you that you arrive with your friend.
Go on.
That is all.
Well, where would your colleagues be?
There were 7 groups of them dispersed throughout the beginning tunnels, pulling people down.
Of course. Okay, do you know where those 7 posts are?
They're not posts, they were simply in the lower portion of the tunnels.
Mm-hmm.
They did not continue past the entranceway. They were told that were 15 to start pulling people down.
So you said they didn't go past the entrance?
Nope, they stayed
So
near
are
the
they-
beginning.
So are they even in the cave?
They're in the cave systems, yes, but they're towards the beginning of the caves. Scattered in different tunnels.
So you're sure they didn't come up past that? Because we were pretty far before they snagged our boat.
No, they stayed towards the beginning. They each picked targets that they felt would be dangerous towards their goals.
Okay, so how did they... So then how did they reach through and grab him?
Arcane magics?
Likely story.
World of D&D. If something doesn't make sense, magic. Magic. Do you wish for me to attempt to send you to the lower levels?
I mean, I guess.
Okay. Who is all going?
All of us? Yes? No?
Not me. I'm staying here.
Yeah, I'm going.
She raises her hand as you see these dark shadows begin forming under you. Are you guys just gonna let it happen, or what are you doing?
I mean... Yeah?
Yo.
Why not?
Alright, Blythe, are you riding on somebody, or are you staying solo?
Okay, I'll come
I can't hear you.
Wish.
Solo.
Solo? Okay. So,
Oh wait, are we gonna all end up in places?
as the shadows reach up, grabbing you, pulling you into the shadow, everything gets dark, cold, piercing all the way through you as you fall onto the stone ground.
Am I alone?
You are 100% alone.
I offered.
The frustration on Justin. Just
I need all 3 to roll perception checks.
At advantage?
No.
Well, I rolled a natural 19. 23.
23, okay.
Is it based on sight?
It is. Torok, roll me a whatchamacallit, dexterity, or wisdom saving throw. He walked away. Motherfucker walked away.
Getting food.
Oh. I don't have that open. I can't see those things. If I do that, it shrinks everything. And it cuts all the
21.
cameras.
My problem.
$21, Ted. What everybody else get?
9.
23.
Jackson, you shouldn't touch dice.
I'm gonna leave too.
Where you? Oh, we just losing that whole side.
Good.
So Ted, as you hit the ground, you kind of look around. Where is she going?
Go on.
Ted, as
Intermission.
you hit the ground, you begin rapidly looking around in either direction. As you hear another tsh of steel hitting the ground, turning, you see Solomon is standing behind you in the tunnel.
Hey, how's it going, Solo Man?
As you
Oh,
guys
thank God.
are 100% alone in this tunnel, you see the body of Dark Elves on the ground as they have slit their own throats.
This is not foreboding at all.
You know, I've never understood suicide pacts.
Torok, I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh, wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
I choked on my food. I got a not great roll. I got a 11.
11? So, as you turn around, as you see your friends disappear in these shadows, you preparing for them to teleport you, you look down as this dark hand from the shadow grabs onto your leg and pulls you through as you teleport away.
Oh.
As you look back, the dark elf is giving you a soft wave.
Do I go?
Uh-huh.
But does she go?
Yes. She's on you. That's why I asked if you were still wearing her. Or you're having her climb off you in the crowd. Blythe, as you're standing alone in this long tunnel, this soft kind of dust drifting in the air, and the dim lights of the sconces that are built into the walls, you see this dark shadow open up on the ceiling again, similar to the one that you came through. These long hands beginning pulling out of it as this figure is slowly lowered and then dropped. This massive looming figure in the shadows. As Torok...
Wait, wait, Torok's coming?
As Torok drops in front of you.
Oh.
And is this the room with all the dead things?
No, it's just dust in the air.
She do for she sent it well.
What are you doing here?
She is awful. I cannot wait to smash her head.
Blythe, roll a perception check.
Again?
Yes.
Advantage because I did so good last time?
No.
Ooh, it's a natural 20.
Awesome, because that's what you need to get this check.
I feel like I need
super
proof
high
though.
risk.
Wait, hold on.
Are you taking a picture and sending it in the group chat?
No, I'm taking a picture and I'm going to show it right here.
Ooh. So Blythe, as you're annoyed as Torok lands next to you, the realization that there's a potential that you will all be crushed within this tunnel, this dust that's kind of floating through the air kind of begins... It's fine now. Your camera's good.
No, the dust is there again?
Yeah, it's kind of this... It's this dust is in the air. And it kind of floats and drifts and lands on your skin. It's this kind of reddish color that's kind of sitting on your hand.
Like blood.
It's similar in color to like this. It's this crimson sand that's sitting on your skin.
Is it like the ash where it like smushed? Or
No.
is it just...
It's sand. There's a little bit of it kind of drifting throughout all the tunnel.
I don't know what to do.
Ted and Solomon, you guys like to roll a perception check?
Sure.
And give him guidance.
Okay. Man, guidance and advantage. Ted's trying to make plays.
10 plus 5 plus 4, 19.
19. There's this kind of dust just drifting through the air, Ted. It's just seems similar like the dust of being in a cave. There's that natural stagnant air movement, the occasional soft breezes that kind of echo throughout the whole chamber. There's kind of this dust floating in the air.
It's dusty.
Ketra, sitting alone in the tunnel, the dark elves just sitting there talking to themselves in Undercommon. What are you doing?
I'm going to be looking. I'm guessing, is Alma out now?
No.
Alma, I need you to come out.
She kind of peeks her head from behind your shoulder, looking at you in the cheek.
It's just us.
I mean, they're here, but that's true. He's far away.
So, I don't know how I'm gonna get out of this.
She kind of looks around. The chamber is still. There's almost no air movement. This kind of lingering dust drifting through the air.
Does it hurt?
What?
Getting consumed by you.
Oh, yes, incredibly. Sorry, I should have mentioned that part before. According to the last person, they said that it felt like their soul was on fire for 1,000 years.
Comforting.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Usually we build more of a rapport, it's more of an intimate thing, but we've only been hanging out for a little while, so, sorry.
No.
If it helps, I'm going to be buried underground and probably never found again. So what's really worse?
I'm sorry that I wasn't good enough for you.
I mean, you tried really, really hard. Like, harder than most people. Most people, they come in and they're really strong and they just kind of, wield the blade and everything goes well, but you're trying to improve with me instead of just using me. Which, we probably should go over that at some point in time.
We don't really have much time. I'm gonna look over at one of the dark elves. How long do we have before this caves in?
He looks around, he kind of sits for a minute, he goes, 30, 20 minutes, give or take.
We have 20 minutes. Tops.
She goes, man, we really should have gone over some more stuff during the training.
Yeah.
Like, because I hold on to the memories of everybody that we used to have me, so we could have, learned how Griswold wielded the sword and how Loth wielded the sword, and you can tap into their abilities.
What?
Yeah. Everybody uses the blade differently. Right now, you're just using it for that whole self-impalement thing you got going on.
Do you have anyone that's used you for, I don't know, blasting their way out of mountains?
No.
Teleport?
No. Fire teleportation would hurt.
Misty Step.
That's only a few feet.
Super speed?
Nope.
Anything that would get us out of here?
Oh, no, probably not. Catcher, you're the furthest down, so roll me a perception check.
Perception check.
Yes.
16?
16? As you're sitting there in these moments, the whole chamber is slowly becoming still. What are the rest of you doing?
I don't know. Let me try another Arcana on this dust. Can I do that?
Mm-hmm.
While he's doing that, can I see these looking for tracks of where they come from?
The Dark Elves?
Yeah.
They just head deeper down the tunnel.
Can I get some guidance real quick, dude?
Zoom. Hold on, let me.
I like how Ted gives guidance. He zooms it.
14.
14. There's something about this dust and this sand as you're kind of looking it over as it's moving in the air, but you really can't put a finger on it.
Is it going in any particular direction?
It's just kind of lingering in the air. Like, even with the subtle breezes moving through the tunnels and everything, and as you blow on it, it just kind of stays just lingering softly in the air.
Why do we have to let it linger?
Blythe, Torok?
Do you have to? Do you have to let it linger?
Like, do you think we should shout and see if anyone can?
I can't hear you, Michael.
What do you mean?
You're on.
Hello?
You're good now.
Okay.
You're very low. You're very, very low. Try moving your microphone a little bit closer to your mouth.
Do you think we
There you
should
Good.
try shouting and see if anyone can hear us? Or would that be too dangerous?
Torok is there?
Yeah, Torok got teleported too.
Jesus.
He teleported him against. She teleported him against his will.
Probably
I
'cause
don't
he was
know.
talking shit.
I don't know
Yeah,
what to do.
100%. He pissed her off, so she decided to send him too.
I'm gonna shout.
The first time we saw this dust was with the chamber with all the undead, correct?
No, this is different.
different.
Oh, okay.
Can I investigate, I guess, this room a little more?
Yeah, it's just a single tunnel. Looking around, there's the sconces, and it just heads in two directions. It just seems like one of the beginning entry tunnels. You see there's footprints kind of all over the place around here that's, disturb whatever dust and stuff like that. This kind of soft powder that's on the ground, you can see probably from where they dug through these tunnels.
Does this red dust in the air have any significance?
It doesn't match anything else you've seen.
Can I swoop some up?
Yeah. So you grab like a bunch of it in your hands.
Yes.
Alright, roll an investigation check.
Could I taste some of it?
If you want to.
Hey, Solo Man.
It's
What's up?
I got a 9.
9. It's sandy. Torok, it's quartzy. It's very minerally.
Can I put it in a jar?
Yeah, if you want to.
Oh, what?
Not a jar, because I don't have any jars.
Like a small little bag.
I have some type of container to stick it in.
So you grab some out of the air and put it in a plate.
Dixie Mason?
What are you saying, Ted?
Hey, Solo Man, them tracks go down that way. You just want to follow tracks?
Yeah, might as well. There's nothing in here to look at.
I suggest we run, though, because, death is coming for us all.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna go ahead and just shout, Ted! Ketra!
you yell and it echoes down the tunnel and you don't hear a response.
If Ted can't hear us, then he's no longer here. He's
Blythe,
got those ears.
those hearing things. Time continues to pass as Ted and Solomon, you guys begin running through the tunnel. Ketra sitting there. Blythe, what are you towards doing? You guys gonna head through the tunnel, or are you just kind of standing there accepting this?
Hey, I'm screaming Ketra, too, as we're running.
Okay.
Is there any tracks of dark elves?
There's some footprints that head back in the direction that you would assume is down, as the path kind of inclines down a little bit.
Do you want to follow those?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys begin running down the pathway. You begin screaming. As you guys head back following the footprints of the Dark Elves, you begin heading down instead of up, heading deeper into the cavern system. As you do this, lingering kind of dusty sand in the air begins getting thicker as it's almost pushing past you.
Of course it is.
You begin hearing this, the sliding of stone slowly.
Where was that at?
Above you. You just hear stone beginning to slide and move
Alright.
as it's echoing through the
That sounds
tunnels.
good.
As you guys are coming up to the final 10 minutes.
So this thing's ready to start going.
Yep.
Uh,
Ketra, roll me a perception check.
Oh, good.
Torok, are you,
14.
Torok, are you still yelling as well?
Yes.
Okay. Ketra, as you're sitting there, the Dark Elves behind you kind of sitting as well, they kind of begin to do a soft prayer in Undercommon as you begin hearing the stone begin shifting and moving above you as this very faint echo kind of hits your ears as you hear Ted and Torok screaming your name.
I'm gonna go. I need to poop, and then I'm gonna start running.
They don't even respond to you. As you begin running, the sand begins coalescing in the tunnel. And as it does, it wraps around the Dark Elves and begins slowly crushing them. As they begin screaming, they quickly become silent. As the sand begins pushing across the ground, like crawling past you.
Yeah, I'm gonna cheese it as fast as I can.
So you're just sprinting?
Yeah, if I rage, can I go faster?
No.
With the strength in my legs?
No, you cannot angry run. I mean, you can angry run.
I feel like you should angry run.
I mean, if you want to, you can angry run, just in case.
But it's not gonna make me go faster.
It's not going to make you go faster, but there are other things that are going to be taking place.
Great, yeah, I'm a rage.
Alright, so you begin angry running down the tunnel, and as you do, stone begins falling, and you're kind of shouldering through it.
I'm gonna punch it.
As you begin rapidly moving through the tunnels, you see there's a faint shimmer of light reflecting off some type of metal, as you see Solomon's armor just reflecting ever so slightly down a split. The pathway tees, or V's off, as you see the shine from Solomon's armor, and you see this small little drift of something moving ever so slightly in this giant lumbering shadow heading towards you as well.
I'm gonna yell, which way is the shimmering and the lumbering?
They're on either side. So lumbering with a little thing moving around it, heading towards
Left
you.
or right? Left or right?
That's left, or that's right, and then left would be, you see the shine of Solomon's armor. You can see his majestic hair blowing in the wind.
What's the plan? As I'm running.
We gotta get the fuck out of here!
Language!
We don't got one.
He's fucking right.
I'm gonna dip left to where Blythe is.
Okay, so you dip towards Blythe and Torok as you two come around the corner, turning, and you guys all kind of convene as the stone begins to...
Oh, I'm still running.
You're running past them?
Yes, keep running!
To a screeching halt and turn and start running the other way.
As you guys are, I'm assuming,
Scooby-Doo running.
as you guys in a party are in a full sprint, as stone begins falling, crashing around you. Blythe, are you riding somebody, or are you flying to avoid the stone yourself? You're gonna ride Torok? Okay. I can hear her barely.
Ride Torok to the hotel.
She's got her mic muted.
I know she does, but I can hear her from the other room ever so
My
slightly.
bad.
We were reading your lips.
I was gonna say, if I uncover one ear, I could probably hear her a little bit better if I need to. As you guys begin moving through the tunnel, stone beginning to fall, you hear this loud crashing noise as dust comes rushing down the tunnel towards you guys. As you make it to the end, you see the tunnel is completely caved in. As the ground begins to shift and fall, this red sand beginning to rapidly approach, kind of creeping up and filling the chamber around you. It kind of reaches out and grabs onto your leg, Hedra, and starts climbing up your body.
Okay, what's the plan?
Ask the sand if it will help us.
What?
It's about the best we got.
I thought you said we're teleporting. Out of character.
Yeah, it was with she who was teleported with me.
I thought she was there, like she shifted you and she stayed there.
No,
she was
I asked Michael if he wanted to take she off in the crowd, and he
I
said
was
no.
supposed to stay. I was not going with them.
Remember when I said leave she there and we all go?
Yeah, I do. I'm gonna go ahead and go with plan B and look down at the sand and be like, hello sand, are you listening?
Shut up, Jackson.
My queen has spoken.
Did I just mute myself? You can hear me.
Everybody sounds like a robot.
Is it better now?
I think it's just her.
No, mine got funny there for a second too. Are you good, Rebecca? Okay.
I am, despite the headache, I'm gonna concentrate on literally the Savage King, Tempest, Ama, anything to push.
Can you hear?
For now.
Okay.
Nope. Never mind. You started
It's-
cutting out like a robot.
Yeah, so is mine. Mine's getting really bad too.
Your internet's going through waves.
That's what it is. It's 100% the internet just having an issue because our bitch just dropped terribly for the stream too.
Sadness.
Alright.
Are you talking slowly, or is that?
that's our internet having problems because your camera did too. So, Ketra, you begin to pray. Roll a religion check.
Good. Come on, don't you fuck me on this. That is a 18.
18. You focus in, you begin to pray, you endure through the pain knowing that it's coming. And as you do, your vision goes black and it fades and you find yourself standing upon the empty, endless conflict as the Valkyrie stands next to you. She looks at you and she goes, "So death in a tunnel. I expected more from you."
So did I.
Felt Tempest did as well.
Meddling elves, I can't really help that.
You were chosen by him, not me, and he's not here, so I won't save you.
Fantastic.
You should focus back. You should focus back on what you're doing.
Well, suffocating and dying in a cave.
It's better than praying to a god that won't claim you. Conflicts, remember? Die in battle.
Bring me to the battle and I'll die in it happily.
It's not my position. Remember, Tempest isn't here. I got left in charge. I don't know why he likes you so much.
Then supersede it and find out why.
Oh, I'll get right back to you. Let me go talk to him.
Fantastic. I'll see you soon.
As it fades back, as Ketra comes back into the room and he just looks angry. Like before it was concerned, he prayed, and now he just looks pissed off.
That sounds like it went well.
Did talking to the sand work?
You don't
Is
see
it
anything
sentient?
different. It seems to
Religious
be...
representative not doing you right, Kendra?
You see as it begins to climb all of you, the chamber beginning to fill with this crimson sand, and then it does, a massive stone breaks free from the ceiling as it comes crashing down towards you. The sand launches up and pierces and just slowly breaks the stone down into this dust as it kind of crumbles around you, showing a tunnel above you.
So are we moving up the tunnel via the sand?
It starts to lift you up into this tunnel.
Okay, so I'm
So
gonna...
the sand's helping us?
Let's roll with it.
I'd like to ask the sand of it, can it take us higher?
Can you take me higher? Man, if only. If only. As you guys rise up to the next chamber, the sand, the chamber begins to crumble as the sand launches down the tunnel, holding the chambers open. As it slowly begins to fall, it's like balancing stone on top of the sand as it begins to slowly twist, punching holes through rock.
I'm just gonna hold on for as long as I can before I die.
Okay. It basically has made a pathway at this point. It's kind of drilling a hole through falling rock.
I'll follow the pathway.
So you guys begin running
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
as the tunnel begins to crumble and crash. You guys discussing anything or just straight up?
No, what are we gonna discuss?
Running, shit.
Did I manage? Could I try and grab some of it as I run away?
Yeah, you sort of grab a handful.
Yes, it's my new friend.
Okay.
I don't know what that is. I need to learn.
So you grab a handful of sand.
Running with the hand.
And you do it starting, like, you feel it moving and pulling inside your hands. Are you gonna look at it?
Yeah.
So as you open your hand, there is an eye in your hand.
Oh.
As it breaks apart and disperses back into sand.
Oh, okay.
You just keep on moving.
Yeah.
Alright. You guys continue running and running, heading through as the sand begins to turn and follow different pathways. It punches through certain walls, rising up as a massive stone begins to fall. The sand reaches out and almost like a hand grabs onto it and places it to the side.
Is this,
What color is the sand?
yeah, is this
Sand,
Santa?
crimson.
Santa!
I always said you were handsome, Sandile.
As you begin yelling out
I
to
knew
it,
you'd call through.
as you begin yelling out to it, the sand manifests into the top half of Sandile.
Sandile.
As he looks at you and he goes, I was expecting to pick someone else up at the end. It's been a while.
Yeah. 1, thanks. 2, what the fuck. 3, we can talk later.
And 4, language.
Is he still handsome?
He looks very handsome. His eyes have like this soft crimson now to him instead of the deep browns that they once were.
Did he get more handsome?
I think so.
This is Daddy Henry talking.
Bigger fish to fry!
As he reforms back into the sand and begins digging tunnels more and more, he begins punching through walls as you guys begin to climb up the mountain way.
Pretty badass.
As you guys are in a flat sprint to make it up.
Oh, yeah.
Over the course,
Blythe, where are you at?
On Torok,
Oh.
I thought.
yeah, you are.
Tuba Stang.
Over the course of the next hour, you guys punch into a large chamber. You see the massive steel door before you in this empty room where nobody else is. As the final wall behind you collapses in, dust shooting through the tunnel. As the crimson sand begins to wrap around the room and slowly form into Sandile.
Sandor.
I want to give him a hug.
He pats you on the back softly.
So, you're gonna be in the tournament?
I was honestly looking for you all when I saw you head in. Got caught up with several other individuals.
Are you gonna be our 8th?
I'm not entered in the tournament. I was looking for Jacob.
Oh.
Who?
Well,
It's been a while.
unforeseen circumstances have
My name's
negotiated
Dorak.
a new position for him.
He shakes your hand. He kind of has some give to him. He's not solid per se, Torog, because you kind of squeeze into his hand. There's a little bit of give there.
Intriguing.
So he kind of looks you all over and he goes, "So how did you end up at the beginning of the tunnels this far in?"
I got teleported. I got grabbed by those drow elf people, and
As per usual, somebody wants us dead.
You have a tendency of pissing off a lot of people.
yeah, for some reason you're not pissed at us right now.
I've had 2 years to get over it. And some of my own conflict to deal with.
No, that's fair.
I completely understand. Went through the same thing.
But for now, we should get out of here. Head further
Let's do
up.
that.
You all have a tournament to participate in.
Do you want to join the tournament?
I don't feel like taking any more life than necessary.
That's fair. Thank you. Let's see if we can get up there.
We are an hour behind.
Yes, but
You did help us get up here. Do you think you can help us to keep going up?
simply just tunneling through. That's all. We can find a path to walk as he raises his hand and begins dispersing into sand going down the pathways. That's how I found you all.
Alright.
Can we fill him out on loft while we're walking?
If you want to.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Probably a
We
good idea.
created the problem.
Like, I hear you about not wanting to fight in this here tournament, but we got a real big problem with one of them that's probably going to win it.
You made another enemy.
More like a frenemy right now.
Yeah.
And what plans do you have with this frenemy?
They've all got working titles.
Basically, he's gonna murder this entire plane if he wins and gets the wish.
He's the behemoth of Lucifer.
Yeah.
You aligned yourself with the creature of Lucifer.
Well, he didn't know per se at first.
We would have gotten eaten.
We didn't have a choice.
Yeah, there really wasn't much of a choice at the time.
I went slightly brain dead during that.
Your best bet would be to end that friendship immediately.
Well, see, we're trying to figure out how we can get the branding off while we're still in the tournament. 'Cause that would presumably be the easiest way.
Would it
To,
just devour you in an instant if you attempted that?
Like I said, the plans have working titles.
I mean, could you kind of do it?
You want me to go toe to toe with the behemoth of Lucifer to remove a brand that you put upon him to undo a mistake you made?
It sounds bad when you say it like.
I mean, in for a penny, in for a pound, right?
I'm not one to hold grudges. That's excluding Jacob. But you left me for dead with a lich attempting to possess my body.
I think you're remembering incorrectly. We tried to save you and you got consumed.
Right. We tried to kill that thing.
Still had a lich put in me.
We
Yeah.
tried to prevent that.
Well, what if I asked you for a favor?
So
I wasn't
leaving you for
there.
dead was not exactly what we did.
I seem to remember being 2 points away from killing it.
I don't even recall this. I've always thought you were the handsomest.
He's still handsome.
We'll see what it is that we face before I make any agreements to do anything for you.
That's fair. Let's just
I
get up.
mean, technically you'd be doing something for the whole plane, but semantics.
Yeah, I mean, I figure you might die too if this plane goes kaput, right?
I honestly don't know anymore.
Fair enough.
Several suicide attempts in, and I'm still here.
Oh,
See.
I'm just gonna leave that.
Is that,
one.
is that the Bloomin'?
As he begins to drift his body into the sand as he tries to find you guys a path to walk.
Yeah,
I don't think he's doing it right.
doing what right?
Suiciding.
Gonna just keep on trucking.
Amen, Borther.
Borther?
With the help of Sandile, y'all can make relatively easy work of the last 8 hours of this walk. Is there anything you guys want to discuss as a party before you make it to the end of the tunnel?
What was at the end of the tunnel?
We'll get there.
No,
Is-
yeah, when they got
is-
there.
What?
The end of what tunnel?
You,
The way out, like the mouth of the cave.
yeah.
Giant steel doors that didn't open until the last 8 hours, and then it was a mad rush to the top.
I see. So that tells me that we're still not at the top.
No.
Okay. So we're gonna have to sprint our way through past. How many people were there?
A lot.
Probably about 200.
So we're still not part of the 100.
No.
Great. Okay.
So,
Presumably, we would have to hope there are more traps and other things for people to get caught on.
Sandal looks at you and he goes, there are plenty of traps around. I'm finding us a path that doesn't include any.
So, but is this quicker?
Quicker or safer? What do we want?
Quicker.
It was not to be insulting. I am merely trying to collect information here.
I can find us a path that would get us directly up there, but there's rather terrible
This
traps
is,
laid that way.
as much as I don't like dying, this is the tournament of blood. We have to accept here that there's a very high level of danger, do we not?
I barely know of this tournament. Like I said, I was following you all.
That was directed towards the party.
Mm.
I'm to the agreement that the danger's probably.
We probably got to go quicker because we got to beat some people. Even with the people Loth is going to kill, still might not get us into the.
Right. We gotta get there as quick as possible.
So,
We may not have time.
what you
We
call it?
don't. It's 10 minutes.
He waves his hand, and as he does, he motions towards the pathway. And he goes, that's where the most death has happened. I assume that'd be the most direct path.
Well, let's be cautious.
Oh, so sick of death.
Hey, Sandal,
Yes, Ted.
can you just let us know when we're coming up on a trap since you seem to be able to tell where they are?
I can tell you when we approach some place where there's death and bodies.
Go.
Because the simple thing that I'm doing is just feeling for motion and movement through the sand.
Sounds good. Let's ride.
Riding.
Alright, so you guys begin heading that way.
Vigilantly.
Yeah. With haste, but also looking cautiously.
Alright,
How many mouth rocks do I have to roll?
mouth rocks. What?
Math rocks.
Oh. Those are the mouth rocks.
I heard
Those
mouth
two.
too.
Math rocks. Clickety clackety, I rolled the die, not attackety.
You go running into, and he opens his hand. There's a large chamber open before you. You see there is probably about 15 to 20 bodies scattered across this chamber. Spears through some of them, arrows in others, poison darts kind of scattered across the floor. And he looks and he goes, "From what I can feel, there's a breeze coming through on the other side. I would assume that this would be the entranceway. It's been about 3 hours. Also, all of you take 1 level of exhaustion.
Great.
Because you have been up for 22 hours straight at this point.
If this isn't the test of stamina, I don't know what else is.
Where do I put that? Where do I say I'm exhausted?
It's in statuses.
Condition.
What does that do exactly?
Disadvantage on a lot of stuff.
On basically any check we do.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Exhaustion at first level gets you... First level is disadvantage on all ability checks.
Great.
It's not saves though. Be happy about that.
And I'm still exhausted even as a robot?
Yep. You haven't had any downtime.
Lame.
Your servers are tired.
The database.
Not enough bandwidth.
Yeah. You give the same thing as
404 page not found.
So you guys are standing before this room.
Okay.
I would
Let's,
like to perceive what's going on.
Yeah, who's gonna look for tracks with their eyes?
Would it just be a straight roll for me?
It would be a straight roll for you or Ted.
Can I get some guidance?
You're gonna guide me, I'll guide you.
Fair. I don't see shit.
21.
Walking into the chamber, Ted, kind of leaning in and getting a look around. It opens up into a completely square room. Looking at it, you have these statues that line the walls on either side. These glowing gemstone eyes as they hear the soft of the stone heads scanning back and forth. Some of them hold spears, some crossbows, some bows, wands, a crude of magic weapons and armors and stuff like that across most of the statues. As they look back and forth. As you kind of look, you can see when the eyes lay upon one of the bodies, another arrow is shot from the bow or something like that into the corpse.
Alright, hey, there's a bunch of statues, and that's what killed everybody, and they're like scanning around, and they're gonna shoot us and stuff if we go out. Hey, send,
Past the...
He looks at you and goes, yes?
Can we, like, go under and around this?
This chamber is arcanely blocked. There's not much I can do here.
What if we go around the arcane blockage?
About 100, 200 feet in all directions are different arcane spells and traps. We'd have to double back pretty far.
How convenient.
do you think they're primarily sight-based, or...?
I'm gonna throw a rock out there.
As you do, a magic bolt of energy crashes and disperses the rock.
I think they're sight-based.
Yeah.
I'm done in 23 minutes.
Does anyone have darkness?
I've got fog cloud.
I think I might have darkness. Hold on.
We could try darkness and fog cloud.
Oh, the dark.
But I mean, how are we gonna see through it?
Chain link?
I do have darkness.
How many statues are there?
Probably about 10 on either wall.
Balls. I was gonna
Probably about
suggest.
a 40-foot long tunnel.
I was gonna suggest doing darkness on one side and fog cloud on the other side, and trying to see if we could just clear a path through.
My darkness can move with.
So, allegedly, if we know where we're going, we might be able to just go through the darkness hub.
Yeah.
Hey, I got passed without a trace.
But is there anything to hide behind?
A veil of shadows and silence radiates from you, masking you and your companions from detection.
It makes it really like your footprints don't make, or your footsteps and stuff don't make noise. It gives you plus 10 to your whatchamacallit checks.
Stealth.
Doesn't my pass without a trace work differently? Mine's merge with stone. Because it comes from the earth and Jossie, it's merge with stone.
Yeah.
I mean, it says shadows too, so how deep are these shadows?
You can certainly try.
What if we used your pass without a trace and my pass without a trace? So you would make us even stealthier, and then I merge us into stone. Would we get plus 20 to stealth?
Yes, you would need to get plus 20 to stealth.
Would we be able to throw the darkness and the fog cloud out, and would Sandile be able to kind of make a path?
Certainly try.
Oh, hang on. Hey, Sandal.
Mm-hmm.
Can you throw up thick walls of sand on either side to mask their vision?
He raises his hand as he throws some of his sand out there, and as he does, you see the sand go through the doorway and then disperse, just kind of drop to the ground.
Son of a bitch. Presumably, that's what could happen to our magics.
So then, stealth might be our best option here.
That or destroy the statues.
We have any way of doing that without magic and not getting killed?
I mean, the magic was what, to block? Is
Ted, what did you get for your perception check again?
21, I think.
21.
Okay. Looking through the chamber, you also, there was this glint in the air. Like something kind of hanging in the air. You see occasional shines and sheens of something kind of going back and forth across the chamber.
Alright. Did you hear me?
You said there was a what?
There's like these occasional shines that kind of, Ted sees them just on occasion from the light that kind of comes into the chamber, kind of reflecting as it like moves back and forth across the chamber in all directions.
Well,
Is that some sort of beholder or something?
No.
or like lasers from
No.
Trap?
Not like lasers, but you do see something going back and forth.
Okay, so they have a sensor.
Can I throw a rock at that?
Yeah, as the rock hits it, it kind of sticks and holds in the air for a minute.
Y'all see that?
Kind of just floating, kind of stuck to something.
Is there something invisible up there?
How far away is it?
That one's probably about 10 feet. Into the chamber.
Can I throw a witch bolt at it? See
Yeah,
if it does anything?
Yeah, if you want to.
Alright.
Zap zap.
Does a 12 hit?
As you throw the bolt of lightning, it hits the doorway and it kind of arcs in all directions on the wall. It doesn't proceed into the chamber.
So there's like a force field in front of us?
It seems to stop magic.
Does anybody have a crossbow?
One of us used to.
Oof.
I do.
Shoot it. Shoot it, Blythe.
Shoot it in the head!
Is it like a mini crossbow?
It is. It's teeny tiny. It shoots like needles.
Think it's just a clothespin that she just squeezes. Eh.
Got it. Roll for it.
Okay.
I want to throw a rock at a statue head too.
So you're going to lean into the chamber all the way?
No.
I got an 18.
So Blythe looses this crossbow bolt and it hits the rock, and as it does, it pulls it free, and you hear this. There's something like snapping free, and you see this thread kind of follow the rock as it sticks into the wall, and the thread kind of hangs loose in the chamber.
So it's tripwide.
Indeed. Let's throw a whole bunch of rocks.
See if we can start snipping the threads as we go.
Does anybody have like fairy fire? We can see them.
I don't have fairy fire.
Do not. No.
Can I throw a rock where the thread is that got loose?
Yeah. You throw it, hits, and it sticks to the thread.
It sticks to the thread.
Mm-hmm.
Like a fly trap?
Somewhat.
While we sit and ponder over it, I'm gonna ritual cast a spell. If we come up with a better plan in that time, then we can do it. But I'm gonna ritual cast Unseen Servant.
I have fairy fire.
Ooh.
I was gonna ask also if anyone has Dispel Magic.
I also have that.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Can you attempt to dispel the magic in this room?
You want me to light up the strings or dispel the magics?
That's up to the group.
I mean, if we can just use Dispel Magic, that'll work. I mean, I don't...
Where do I cast it on that metal thing? I gotta have something to cast it on, right?
The statues are all connected. You can see they are all on similar bases. So it would be one arcane piece, quote unquote, for the sake of argument. I'm not going to make you cast it on each statue.
Alright, I'm gonna do that.
Alright? So you cast the spell magic, and as you do, you lean in, kind of. And as you do, you see the gemstone eyes of the statue kind of flicker for a moment and then go dark.
I'm gonna throw another rock out there.
It flies and it sticks to another one of the threads that are just kind of hanging in the area.
Okay. Now, do we try to burn the threads?
You talking about lighting something on fire? Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Alright.
Let's do it. I'm gonna start shooting some firebolts.
Okay, so
I start blasting.
So you start throwing fire into the chamber. As you do, it drifts in and it kind of hits these webs as they burn off in all directions.
Flick, yeah.
So,
Can we start safely moving about the cabin?
yeah, you guys start moving through the tunnel.
I'd like to put my seat tray up then.
Torok taking point, kind of burning the webs away as they kind of pull up into the ceiling. You can see they kind of burn away in all directions.
Yeah. Let's go through this tunnel. Let's get through this.
So you head through the tunnel. Does anybody want to do anything else while you're in here? Do you want to do anything else while you're in there? Okay.
Alright, let me roll a check of sorts.
I'm just asking.
Yeah, but see, when you ask it out of nowhere,
It's a chamber that you guys have walked into with magical statues, bodies on the ground, and webs everywhere. All right.
So what you're saying is it's a trap.
there's a certain level of suspicion that I think you're gonna force anyway. So
Look at how happy he looks. He's doing something
literally just
creepy.
asking.
He looks too happy.
He's
doing something bad.
The DM is having too much
Roll an
fun.
investigation check as you check out one of the bodies, Ted. Remember, everything's a disadvantage.
Alright.
Everything's not awesome.
11.
This chamber seems safe. Let's take a long rest.
You have like 3 hours of the whole
11
thing.
plus
lasts.
5. 16.
Ted, looking over the body, you see all these stab wounds and stuff like that from one of the archery statues that just had shot like 5 or 6 arrows into this thing.
Yep.
But you also see 2 large puncture wounds to the side of the neck.
Oh, come on.
2 large puncture wounds into the side of this neck.
That you would recognize from your animal forms look like spider bite.
Yeah. I bet you the spider people, the spider tribe was in here.
I want to slowly look up.
The ceiling is a bare stone ceiling, because Torok has burned everything in this room.
That checks out. Let's go. Before the spider gets us.
Wasn't there a whole clan of spider people that we met downstairs?
Yeah, they're the ones who pulled me down.
Could it just be the Dark Elves?
Those are just dark elves.
They
Yeah,
are the
but-
Dark Elves.
They follow Loth.
Loth's a giant spider person.
But they were literally spider people, were they not?
I don't know.
Maybe.
No, there's
Are
a
you
spider
asking
bite
me, or
though.
are you asking?
No, clarify for me. We literally talked to an arachnid.
No, you saw a lady that was from the Arachnid tribe that Wally may pointed out to you.
But she was a dark elf and not a spider lady?
No.
Because I took that
She
as...
was a spider lady.
Okay, she was a literal spider.
Not a literal full spider, but she did have markings and traits of a spider.
Did she have 8 limbs?
No.
Okay.
Whatever.
See,
this
I
is a spider
interpret-
bite.
I interpret like a what
A
is it?
drider?
Drider, yeah. I interpret it as a drider.
No, she was from the spider clans of the Bloodmoors.
Let's get out of here. The spider's gonna get us.
I hate dark elves. Okay, we go quick.
She is not a dark elf. She is from the. You saw a member of the Arachnian clan.
I hate them all. I don't care. I'm going to murder them.
Okay.
Wow.
Jesus.
So, in a
They
full
had flames
sprint,
catcher.
in a full sprint, you guys make it through this tunnel. And as you run out, the doors open as the sunlight hits you in the face. You see a massive stadium is before you. These 4 gigantic humanoids standing on the 4 corners of it. Their white skin almost looking like stone as they slowly move, looking around. The sky rumbles and shakes as storm clouds are overhead. Rain softly falling as the salt water hits your skin.
Hey, Solo Man, is that what zinged you?
Do I recognize them?
They are indeed what zinged you.
They are the singers.
They are the ones that zing.
More Kill Bill sounds coming from Solomon.
As you guys make it out, you see there is a gathering of people down towards the base, as there is a stage set up out there. There is one person standing on the stage, as you see a group of probably about 70 people currently standing around.
Is Loth one of those people?
Roll a perception check.
How about someone else rolls it? Because my dice is gone.
Who has high perception?
Not me.
Mine's a +2.
So, who cannot roll a disadvantage?
That would be me.
8 + 5, 13.
You do not immediately see the wall. So, as you all wait, more people begin running out of this large door behind you, entering into this field area. And as you see your acquaintance, Loth, come walking out, you hear the as dust flies from behind him, as the tunnel system begins collapsing, and you hear screaming coming as the doors slowly close.
Where you been, Lothman?
As he walks up, he looks you all over, and he looks at your new ally in Sandile. He goes, "Oh, a new friend."
Nah, he's an old friend.
You're the new
Interesting.
friend.
He walks in and goes, "I'm excited for the second trial," as he walks away. As he does,
He half abandoned us.
the curator walks back onto the stage, the young woman that you guys had seen before. She looks out and she goes, "The 100 of you have passed. Congratulations on your trial of stamina. We move straight to the trial of strength."
Already?
Only 32 of you will be welcomed into the chamber. Allow yourselves in teams if you wish. We will see you inside.
Alright, how strong is everyone?
I mean, I'm pretty strong, but we're exhausted.
We will call it there for tonight, so you guys can discuss your plan for next week.
Cry.
Cool.
So, alright, thank y'all for watching. Hope everybody has fun. This is our social distancing stream. So,
I didn't hate it.
I didn't hate it, but I didn't like it. I like being in the same room.
That's
Becca hates it. She's literally shouting. She's muted.
Hate it.
in person's always going to be better, but this is not a bad alternative.
It's not
Yes, it is.
terrible.
I'd rather not play.
Well, I feel like you'd rather not play in general.
It depends on the day.
What is he over here? I don't like you. Or is he over here?
No, he's over there. There you go. That's right.
Yeah?
No,
This one?
that one up a little
That
bit.
one. Yep.
He's
that
actually
one.
directly next to you. There you go. Don't worry, Anthony's dabbing with him.
Hell yeah. Thanks, Anthony.
Alright, so we'll call it there.
Thanks,
Questions,
Michael.
comments, concerns?
All of us dabbed it in the stream.
Jackson Dab.
Nope. Never.
Dab.
Nope.
Use dab.
Hell yeah, dude.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.